Hello, everybody, and welcome to the conclusion of Dapperween. I am Dippy the Skeleton.
I'm Dadley the Pirate.
And I'm Dono, the Pokemon trainer.
And we are the Dapper Ds, the only show on the internet that dresses up for their podcast episode on Halloween. What?
Almost Halloween? We're still a week out, but that's fine.
It's almost
I don't know
Halloween.
if I can talk like a pirate the whole episode.
Well, we actually have... I'm not talking like a pirate either. I also don't know how well my voice is coming through. Like, it could be muffled.
You sound fine to me.
Okay. Well, in any case, we... This is the final episode, the final Dapper D's only episode of Dapperween. We have concluded the month of Halloween before Halloween has even happened, because next week when Halloween does happen, we will be having special episodes of our programs and shows for the Fall Initiative. We are working together with... I'm slipping back into the skeleton place. We are pairing up with dummies and dice rolls as we have in the past. We're pairing up with dummies and dice rolls as we have in the past. And we're bringing you some special themed episodes of our shows from the week of the 30th to the week to November 6th. We've got all kinds of special stuff lined up for you, and it's going to be supporting a good cause, great charity. So go check them out. So go check us out next week. Tomorrow we have an episode of our Tuesday show, Crossroads, which is going to be very fun. I'm very excited. We just had...
I wonder what's going to happen.
I wonder.
I don't know.
Gee, I wonder.
I don't know. What are you guys going to do?
I forgot.
We're just going to leave. We're going to leave the mountain.
I was about to say, I forgot what we were doing. Oh, yeah, the mountain. Yeah, we were hiking up the mountain. We just had the Inquisition a couple days ago. Oh, there you go. Good lighting. We just had the Inquisition a couple days ago, and with everything coming up... With everything coming up, we are so excited to bring you just a nice Dapper discussion to end off the month of October. Well,
I do want to throw out there, I'm kicking off the Fall Initiative, and it's still Halloween themed.
Yeah.
It's literally the day before Halloween or the day after.
Yeah, it is.
The day before, I think. Yeah, so I still have mine Halloween themed, so...
Exactly.
Still keeping in the season.
Yeah, but that's like a dedicated thing outside of just the Dapper Ds. So
yes.
I slipped back into it again. That's a dedicated thing outside of the Dapper Ds. So
you're a method actor.
Exactly. And I know that we're also sponsored by WGG, W Energy. We haven't heard anything from them recently, so I hope we're still sponsored by them.
Yeah.
We still get emails, yeah.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Well, then use code ANYPOD code ANYPOD at w.gg to get 10% off of your next purchase. I think that's it.
Is that?
Yeah.
It?
So let's just jump right into it,
Just
fellas.
do it.
Halloween, am I right? We have a bunch of costumes here. We've done a Dapperween episode of the Dapper discussion before, and we talked kind of about like scary stories and ghost stories and scary things that have happened to us on Halloween. I don't know if we've talked about past costumes or not. We started talking about them at the end of the tier list episode last week. But
I'm fidgety. I'm sorry. I'll stop.
Yeah, no, you're good. But I wanted to ask y'all a question at the beginning of this. If money were no object and time were no obstacle, what would be your ideal Halloween costume?
I'm just gonna keep upgrading the pirate costumes. I said it hopping in here. Every fuckboy or reformed fuckboy has a pirate costume ready to go. It is just something about the pirate costume breeds a little bit of like, I don't know, fucking anesthesia or whatever the fuck you would call it.
Anesthesia?
Anesthesiac?
Aphrodisiac.
You made up a word.
Aphrodisiac.
Aphrodisiac.
Yeah.
Aphrodisiac. It's your first word that got me, and I'm just like, I know what you're going for.
Yes.
And I know it ends with this.
There's something about being at like a college bar when you're a young guy in a pirate costume and you're just like, hey, you can make my Roger Jolly. And like,
Oh
it
my
fucking slides.
God.
It goes. Yeah.
You can make my Roger Jolly. I would. Oh yeah. Go ahead.
You go. I was just gonna say. Besides that, I'm watching Attack on Titan right now, and Jesus Christ, I want to I want to cosplay someone from Attack on Titan so bad, with their cool fucking mechanical gear on their waist.
I mean, if you just wear nothing, you could just be a Titan.
I mean, that's fair.
But you would have to get like scarred all over, wouldn't you? You'd have to like disfigure your body.
No, Titans are just guys. They're just really big guys.
Oh, well, there you
really
go.
Big nude guys running around stupidly.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
You just have to wear like a dancer's belt.
I would almost say that I would want to dress up as Klaus from or not Klaus, but the postman, the mailman from Klaus. Jesper.
Yes.
Jesper.
I love that.
Jesper from the movie Klaus. It has a really unique like mailman, like a unique postmaster uniform, whatever.
Yeah.
I thought those looked so cool. I would probably do that. I would also like to just be like a what is it? There's a unit in a video game that I like to play called Age of Empires 2 called the Obuch. It is a Polish.
Okay.
It is a Polish hammer wielder, and they look pretty cool based on like actual historical hammer wielders from the time of the Polish monarchy. So those would be pretty cool.
All right. Yeah.
Also, you made me think of it. Klaus from Umbrella Academy is somebody I can totally pull off the costume.
Oh, there you go.
The comic.
Oh, yeah.
The TV show's good. The comic, though, so fucking slick. It's great.
Indeed.
I have not read the comic, so I will have.
Oh, it's so good. Written by Gerard Way of My Chemical Romance.
Oh, there
My
you go.
choices for Halloween costumes are not that great. I mean, I would just be like dudes that I could just dress up as, like Howl from Howl's Moving Castle. I would fucking like. It's just like I just want to play these different characters. But if money was no object and I could do whatever I want, I'd literally buy one of those like freaking robots that like are just mech suits, and then deck it out as like an actual Gundam.
There you go. That's
Speaking
what
of costumes, can we talk about the costume you sent me, Dono, of that you wanted to dress up in? I know you're talking to your child right now, but I don't want to like out any ideas that you have in the future.
Wait, what did you? Wait, okay.
You sent me an actor, and you were like, "I want to dress up as him," and I'm like, "Are you sure this is a good idea?" And then you never text me back.
Uh-oh.
I can't remember what that was.
Oh no.
I
don't want to say it on live in case this is something Dono is planning to do for something later.
That is one that I'm planning on doing. Like, and it's not something that's like, I wouldn't want to be unknown. If you guys know who Ryan Hertz is in Sons of Anarchy, he's God, why can't I remember his character's name? It's like it's something so easy, but it's he's one of the popular characters. But I had a friend like a long time ago just say, hey, you kind of look like him, but you'd need to lose weight. And now I'm down in weight. And I took a picture of myself recently. I'm like, shit, I do start. Not like I am looking like him.
Opie Winston.
Opie. Yeah.
Which I text back, and then Dono didn't text me back, which is a dad thing. Me and him both will have full conversations that end with nothing.
It's true.
Life gets busy.
Like,
yes.
1, 2, 3, and then just nothing.
Well, that's just male. That's just male conversation in general, really.
I immediately text back. Isn't that just dressing as a Hell's Angel? Can't that get you killed?
That could.
I mean, maybe. I don't know.
I used to.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Because I used to go to a bar that I was so
that is
not
a scary monster.
Yeah. I was so not a part of the scene of the bar, but because I was loud and funny, they kept me around. I used to hang. Hello.
They're all saying hi.
I used to frequent a Hell's Angels bar.
Oh my God! Wait, really?
Yes, there was
Wow.
a spot really close to me that I would go and drink, and all these Hell's Angels would just put up with the skinny white boy making jokes. And I would always bug them and be like, "Can I join you guys?" And they're like, "No, you don't want to." And I'm like, "You're right."
No. you don't want to. Them telling you don't want to.
Yep.
Because they know what they're talking about.
Yes. But now I sit back and I think, I'm like, oh, they would have killed me. The second I put on one of their jackets, they would have killed me.
Yeah, more than likely. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I never had anybody like
I could.
that.
I could. Oh wait, on the subject of like isn't that a Hell's Angel thing? I could like literally it would just be. I wouldn't put the jacket on until I was like, you know. But like,
Inducted?
I would think
You would
like,
just join
I
the
could-
Hells
no,
Angels to
no,
cosplay?
Oh my
no,
God.
no. Wait, I was thinking like because my brain had skipped a whole portion of that sentence that I was supposed to say. It's like I just wear it as a cosplay to an anime convention.
Yes.
Or something like that, and I just wouldn't wear the coat until I'm inside and somebody asks.
Right.
Yeah,
'Cause,
which
like-
makes perfect sense. Yes.
Like I wouldn't like get in my minivan, drive to fucking the thing
Oh my God.
with it on. One of them come like next to me and just see like, what the fuck, man?
Just suburban dad in a minivan with Hell's Angel jacket. Oh, hello, sir.
Oh, hello.
Oh, sir, how you doing
Oh.
today?
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me just move on. It's like, oh my goodness.
actually, a good way to work around that would also be cosplaying as what the fuck was the name? Oh, there goes my light. The biker gang from GTA.
Mm. Well, there you go.
I haven't played GTA much.
I played a lot of GTA 4 that had like what was it, Liberty City, and then Ballad of Gay Tony, and then the biker gang one that I can't remember.
I remember the Ballad of Gay Tony. I've played, but that's that's Saints Row.
No, that's GTA.
That's GTA.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Hmm. Well,
I've
I
been on
haven't
the
played either, so I can't contribute to this. Can I tell you, my mother never allowed me to play a GTA game, and to this day, I still fucking haven't. I have
Lost in the Damned. That's what it was. But you've still never played.
Yeah, I have still, to this day, never
It's-
played a single GTA game.
I have GTA on my like PlayStation 4 and my Xbox, and I just haven't played it.
Well, there you go.
I played it a lot growing up, like just high schooler. Like I get to run around and shoot things. Like
I played Saints
course.
Row, which was a lot of fun. I played like
Saints-
Saints Row 1 or Saints Row 2 and 3, and then
I
4
played a
was
lot of
where it
Saints
got
Row
like
3.
real crazy, and then 5
Or maybe it
like,
was
you're just
4.
in hell. So
yeah, I played a lot of Saints Row 4 with fucking Burt Reynolds in it.
Oh my
yeah,
god.
and like you could go Goku on it.
Yeah,
Incredible.
the
Yeah,
dubstep
I like the
gun.
Saints Row games because they were like real fucking they just got weird.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Oh, also, just going along with costumes and whatnot, I want replica keyblades so bad. I would build a Sora
No.
costume just
yeah.
to get replica keyblades.
So,
You just be a heartless.
so I went
I am
down
heartless.
to. Well, I mean, I've got the morph suit on that I would obviously just be a heartless if I doffed everything
Yeah.
except it. Like,
Oh, I mean, like,
just
wait, shit, it's been a while. Aren't like the dudes that just wear like the long trench coats and have like the weird fucking hair? Aren't they
Those are
considered
nobodies a part of Organization 13.
heartless? Okay, cool.
oh.
I know how complicated Kingdom Hearts is. I can do the whole lore.
Let me
I
tell you
just- I
something.
was
When
such
I
a
play
Kingdom
video
Hearts
games, I don't read the dialogue.
I will
Mm.
rewatch cutscenes if I think I missed something.
There you go.
I am not. My ADHD hits so hard.
I'm like somewhere
literally
in the
with
middle.
Pokemon. No, I'll just be like.
I'm
and
like
then look up. Where do I need to go?
I'm like somewhere in the middle.
Instead of-
I
instead
will-
of fucking-
I will pay attention to a thing once, like, excuse me. But if I have to, I don't know why I'm having intestinal troubles. I don't have intestines. But anyway, I will pay attention to a cutscene like once, and if I have to like go back through it because I failed something, I'll just be like, yeah, I got it, and then I'll just like skip through it again, and I'll just be like, all right, let me catch back up to where I was. Speaking of which, I finally beat the main storyline of Baldur's Gate 3.
So you're like 3% done with the game.
Yeah, I've actually done a fair portion of it. Like,
Okay.
a fair portion of the game, like, in and of its own, like, achievements,
Dippy.
mechanics, you know, that kind of thing.
Dippy.
Yes.
Who have you fucked in that game yet?
Karlak.
Ooh. I have
And,
no idea who these people are. But okay.
and, Halson. And, yeah, and, the spoilery character that I'm not going to mention. And,
Okay.
I was offered by a different spoilery character, but it broke and it got bugged and I never went through it.
Oh no.
But yeah, yes,
Gotta fuck them all.
exactly. I don't know if there's an achievement for that.
Yeah, there might be.
Oh, I wonder.
So should we tell Dadley what happened last time on Inquisitions? Because I kind of want him.
Oh yeah, well, let's just do that real quick.
Did you watch that episode yet, Dadley?
No.
Okay.
No, I did
That
not.
you missed.
All right. My costume is so like I love this costume. It's getting a little like I'm noticing how much I'm fidgeting with the mask. I'm going to doff down to like face level at the very least. So
You're gonna go with
Like-
Catholic monk on
yeah,
vacation.
I'm gonna go with monk on vacation instead of skeleton on vacation. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I mean that.
So,
If you
I mean,
take
this
the mask off. Just
yeah,
do it.
take
Just
the
do the
okay.
whole thing. Yeah.
okay, very quickly, I googled if there was an achievement for sleeping with everyone in Baldur's Gate.
Oh!
There is not, nor is there achievement for not sleeping with everybody. Apparently, there's a video game called Kingdom Come that you can romance characters and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
In
Kingdom Come
Kingdoms
Deliverance?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can, if you don't sleep with anyone the entire game, you get an achievement called Kingdom Came. I did not.
Oh! Oh my god! What a great name for an achievement.
Absolutely.
Ugh, there we go.
Oh, this is a mood. This is a mood.
There
You
we
look
are.
like you're about to be like, I have potions for you. And it's just like a bunch of daiquiris. Like,
Who
Hey
wants
man, I've got
margaritas?
potions. Hey man, I've got some potions. I just drank it with the cap still on it.
these potions make you feel like you're flying. These potions make me fly? No, you feel like you're flying.
God. So last
Damn.
time,
Yes.
so Dippy came in with like, oh yeah, we're gonna go do the brunch thing, right? We never got to that.
No.
Okay.
First, he's like, oh, like who's good? Like, is there any kind of RP that wants to happen? And then like two people started going at it. I had left for a second.
Yeah, we did a
He
little
came in,
RP.
he said something. Yeah,
What?
We did a little RP with oh gosh.
I can't hear
with
going
Burke.
at it without thinking fucking them. Like I can't imagine anyone in this crew fucking.
Oh my god.
No, you don't think Zog fucks?
I mean each other.
Oh yeah.
Fair point.
Yeah, true. I mean,
I can't. I really
now
can't.
I'm like shipping them in my head. It's like good.
The
right?
closest is mine and Reese characters. Like
that's true.
Yeah, Quinlan and
Zog and
Quinlan and
Quinlan.
Zog is a pretty close. Yeah, that would
but I
probably be the
refuse
best.
to play another character that is romancing another PC.
Yeah. Wait, what? Oh, right, yeah. But we had a role play between a couple of between I guess Quinlan and oh gosh, who was it? It was
Burke?
Quinlan and Burke, yeah. Or Burke and it was Burke and someone else. But we left you on the boat because you weren't there.
Yeah.
So we kind of just did some stuff unrelated.
Okay.
And
Oh yeah.
then it was like we discussed what time it was because we were like, wait, some of y'all thought it was the beginning of the day, some of y'all thought it was the end, and then most people came to the consensus it was the end. So I said, how about you guys long rest? So you started long resting, and then in the middle of the night, I had a random encounter roll. So I was like, all right, there's a stirring that it would wake, that it would, if you were in a position where you would wake up because of this stirring. So there was a little island of trash that was just floating down the river, as they occasionally do. Like pieces of land will break off and fall into the river and start floating away. But there was a glowing figure on it. Allie percepted that it was a will-o'-the-wisp type figure, and how sailors will occasionally, you know, see these when they're being guided to something. But then Sundial decides, I'm gonna hop on the island. So Sundial, Burke, and not Quinlan. Sundial, Burke, and Allie hop onto the island, and I start initiative because it's like, okay, this island is moving. You're going to want to get off it at some point. So they were like, what do we find? And I'm like, perception. And then Burke is like, magic perception. Magic awareness. Magic awareness. And I was like, okay, there are 2 magical items on this island. And I pointed both of them out to her. There you go.
Please.
Pointed both of them out to her, the player. And then they started going about doing that. Quinlan and Willow, who had stayed behind on the boat, noticed something else was following the boat, was following the trash island. Or was rather keeping pace with it. And I said, maybe this is the thing that was being guided by the will-o'-the-wisp. Okay. And then, over the course of the next turn and initiative, Dono activated a cloud of daggers to burrow away at the trash of the island, so that you could get
like,
access
if you want to roll more than 2 inches, you take damage. I'm like, okay, then I'm just gonna shred it down.
Yeah, that sounds like a Dono move.
I said, because you can dig out the trash, but I was like, you would pull away like a foot in one turn, and 2 feet, you'll start taking damage. And Donna was like, okay, and just drilled through the island. And just like, okay, the integrity of the island has fallen apart. Okay. Now's the time to get off it, and they got off it. But our group comes walking back. What Quinlan and
like,
Willow
did. And then during that moment, Quinlan stabs a dude. Okay, he comes we find out that the individual that's with us is being hunted by a guild of like assassins or people that are based around revenge. The god Hor, H-O-A-R, Hor, which was like
the god of revenge and retribution.
It was like connected to the coin that Quinlan had,
and it
wasn't. Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah. The face that's stamped onto one side of Quinlan's coin is the same one that was branded onto the face of the assassin.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then we had gotten 2 items from the island.
One of them was a mace plus
amulet?
1.
Yes.
And the other one was an amulet. And Allie was like, I want to identify the amulet. So I gave her as much as this. This is an amulet. This is an amulet of Tiamat's chosen. And it is it had a bunch of things tied to it. I said that you got like +2 armor class and a +3 something else, and resistance to one
AC,
type of elemental.
+3 to your spellcasting.
Yeah, +3 to spellcasting.
You get a dragon's breath.
You get a dragon's breath weapon. If you're a dragonborn with this necklace, then with this amulet, then your breath weapon is amplified.
Yeah.
And you gain resistance to 1 elemental type of damage. And then I said, you can also feel a sense of fealty and magic tied to the school of necromancy. And so I said, so that is what this amulet is. She mentioned, oh, by the way, it tells me if it's being affected by spells or curses. And and I said, "Oh, it's cursed."
Yeah.
So what Genius over here immediately decides to do.
I'm just like, wait, no, it's tempting. Obviously, Sundial is just like, I want to see it.
Yeah.
It's trying a new thing. It's Sundial. He's like, I'm curious. I just grab it and I'm just like, oh, cool. Look at it and just like, and like me, not even thinking. Literally, I was like, I didn't plan on doing this. I just go like, hello, and Dippy just goes like, okay, so this happens. And I'm like, no.
And I said, that is the one thing that I really didn't want you to do.
Was say hello to it?
And then my internet
goes, and you hear the sound of the great he, and it's just like, I took a second. I'm like, Dippy, you know Tiamat's a girl, right?
I said
like, no, and then cut, and then stream cut.
Yeah.
So I said, has a new champion stepped up to serve the chromatic king? And then Dono goes, you know Tiamat's a girl, right? And I was like, okay. And then the stream, my internet crashes. It literally fully 100% no recovery crashes. And the episode was just left on a cliffhanger of Dono is now talking to the amulet, and we're gonna see how that plays out.
I'm not gonna lie, at first I'm just like, oh my god, I'm so panicked. But now that I'm like thinking about it, I'm just like, this is gonna be fucking hilarious.
No, because the next episode is the themed one for the fall initiative.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh my god.
There's
not a wrench, but definitely something to consider.
But I added a gear.
Yeah, there's a new gear now.
Watch go in a different direction.
Oh boy.
No. Dippy,
I did not think about that at all. I was so into it by the time that it was ending. So
we could just start the episode with this is non-canon. Like,
yeah.
Oh no, this is fully canon.
No, fuck. Okay.
It'll
I know what it is now.
This could just be like the dream sequence before, like we all dreamed beforehand.
Dreamed.
Whatever.
Lieutenant Dan, I dreamed.
I dreamed today, sir. I'm dumb.
Oh no, wait! I have a perfect tie-in. Okay, I know how I'm gonna fix it. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good thing that we brought this up because I don't think you were thinking about that till now.
Yeah. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
So,
which is also gonna be Dippy's birthday.
Yeah.
Are you doing anything else for your birthday?
I don't have anything planned. I mean, for the weekend of, my folks were like, hey, are you gonna come down for your birthday weekend? And I was like, I wasn't already planning on it. Why? And they said, oh, your grandmother thought it would be a great excuse to get some of the family members together if you came down and we celebrated your birthday. And I was like, oh. Well, there you go. Nice. So I'll probably be doing that on Saturday, Sunday, because I'm not on any other games for Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
It'll be just a tinge that I have to get back here on Monday before it's over. But
yes.
Yeah.
So that should be fun.
So that'll be nice to at least have the family over. But I wasn't planning specifically on anything else.
What are you, like 24?
I am already 24. I'm gonna be 25.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Oh. So the day after you're 25 is the first realization that you're closer to 30 than 20.
Yeah.
it hits us all, buddy.
Oh boy. But I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all. I think it's actually going to be a good time.
Yeah, of course. I'm making a coaster out of duct tape because I realize how much I've been fucking up my test.
Okay.
I have this purple. Look, I had to buy duct tape, and all the duct tape was like $5. And then I found a roll of purple duct tape for $2. And I'm like, does nobody want purple duct tape? I'm fine with it. Like,
Well, there you go.
Yeah. So, spookiness, Halloween. We've done our Halloween candy brackets in years of past.
Oh yeah.
But like, what is like you were a kid trick or treating? What is like the oh my god, I got this in the bag, like the top tier Halloween candy?
Oh man. There was one point in my life where I would have told you it was the little gummy Krabby Patties.
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. As a kid, getting that on Halloween felt like a fucking jackpot.
Smarties were always one of my personal favorites of just like
Same.
I love Smarties type deal. Specifically other than that, I don't know.
Big Smarties. I fucking loved Smarties. I still do. If there
Absolutely.
are Smarties in front of me, I'll still fucking eat them. I'm like, I don't know. As a kid, I was always pumped for like Reese's. Reese's is still my go-to. Love a good Reese's.
Oh yeah, definitely. Absolutely, definitely Reese's. Without
Yeah.
a doubt.
Reese's.
It's Reese's.
It's Reese's.
It's-
It's not. No, it does not belong to Reese.
No, it
is
actually does
Reese's.
belong to Reese. The creator of the company was named. Hold on.
I adored Warheads. I was not a sour kid. I was always like in awe of the people that could do sour shit. I could never do sour. Donna, we're talking like when you were a kid trick or treating. What was like the top tier? Fuck, I got that in my bag. It's a good Halloween.
Freaking Butterfingers. Butterfingers was like my top
Oh.
tier fucking candy growing up. It's still like it's not as good nowadays, but like I still get
I
that
don't-
nostalgia every time I get one.
I love the taste of Butterfingers. I don't like how much it sticks in my damn teeth.
Oh, yeah.
Like
I didn't mind that though.
The HB Reese
It just was,
Candy
like, extra
Company.
snacks.
The HB Reese Candy Company was established in 1923 by Harry Burnett Reese in Hershey, Pennsylvania. The official
Well-
product name was Penny Cups. Reese died in 1956, passing the company on to his 6 sons. The Reese's brothers formed a
I wanna
tax-free
move that.
They made the
stock-for-stock
Reese's
merger.
Pieces?
Made a tax-free stock-for-stock merger in 1969. Reese's Peanut Butter Cups became the Hershey's company's top seller.
ooh.
Reese's. They belong to Reese. They literally were Reese's.
I know everything you said is correct. I'm not changing my ways.
All right, then I'm still gonna call it. Then I'm still gonna call it a GIF.
Wait, did I say Jif?
Oh, Dono.
I don't care.
No, but what do you say? Like, what is
What
it
do
that
you say?
say?
It's
Whatever the
a
whatever
moving
I
image.
want
A
to
moving
say.
image. A moving image
Yes.
is the format is a what?
It's
Whatever
it's
fits
what,
the
it's
moment.
whatever I want to say in the moment. It's like I can say GIF or GIF. I know it's the same freaking thing. I don't care.
Okay, is it Caribbean or Caribbean?
It's both.
In my brain, it's the Pirates of the Caribbean, and everything else is
It's
Caribbean.
the Caribbean Sea.
So
yeah.
you guys have to understand that my dyslexia, the way that it works is that like one of the things is titles. Like I have like if I can know what a thing is, but not know what like the title of that thing is. So like someone can be describing to me a situation. I can understand what that situation is, but then they can give a name to a thing, and I don't know what the fuck that thing is, but I know it's a part of the situation. So, no, but like I can know physically what that thing is, but I don't know what the name of that thing is.
Oh god, I just read.
That's why like people's names can be such a hard thing for me. Like, it takes me a
Interesting.
while to get the name down.
Interesting.
There's
I
certain
just-
people that like it just clicks with me because they get with my ADD. But
Right.
yeah.
I just read chat and I forgot about this. Apparently there's the one of the latest batches of Reese's cups was like filled with insects and like maggots and stuff.
Oh, I did hear
Oh,
about
yeah.
this. Yeah.
I don't know how much of that I believe, but if it's even a little bit true, I'm just so disgusted. I can't even believe that a company would let their candy ship out with fucking maggots in it.
The FDA literally has rules about this is how many like insect legs you're allowed to have in product and
Yeah.
whatnot. Like,
But that's like minuscule parts of bugs and
Yeah.
like It's not
Dude, you have to
entire
think-
maggots crawling around in your candy.
You have you ever worked in the warehouses where like food is made? It's not the most sterile environment.
No.
No, it's pretty rough.
Like I've worked in a creamery where they made coffee mate.
Cold Stone? No.
Like they made coffee mate. It's I know how to make like how they mix it all. Not the only place where like anybody's wearing like an actual like suit,
Mhm.
whatever, is like the biggest. It's like this area where you're having to deal with like liquids all the time. That's so you don't get splatter on you.
Yeah.
And then it's tarped out. But everything else, you're just like any of the powders, whatever. It's just a dude in a shirt
This is
in like long gloves.
This is not the direction I was expecting this to go in. Just like corporate
Like-
incompetence is scary, right?
Yeah, it
Halloween.
is.
Yeah.
It's dumb, but you just gotta not think about that kind of shit if you want to eat. Also,
Mhm.
iron is iron. Like iron that's in food.
Oh
is just
yeah,
iron.
all the cereal and shit. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, that's
Like,
just
when
It's just iron.
moms
It's just metal,
yeah,
metal iron.
When
yeah.
like you have that like suburban mom that's just like I put a magnet to my kid's cereal and there's fucking metal in here. It's like yeah, that's what iron is, dumbass.
It's good for you.
Yeah.
Go eat a block of tungsten for once in your life.
Go eat a block of tungsten.
Oh
my
so you guys want to hear
goodness.
something funny that my daughter did?
Yes.
Appropriate?
Absolutely.
So there was this girl that was talking real loud on the bus, and my daughter's
Okay.
3, and she's
That many.
3, this many, and she just she like gets up, looks at this girl, and just goes like, "Shut up," and flips her off.
Oh.
Buddy!
Like-
Oh no.
And my wife's the bus driver, so
Oh
so
God.
she's just like, "Emily, stop," and she just keeps the finger up towards her. The like for a good solid 30 minutes, she's like, "I'm gonna get in freaking trouble," and it's because like my wife, she's a fun person, so she'll just like flip people off sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, you know, she didn't do it in malice intent. She's just like, "Stop it," and then she's like, "Nyeh."
Oh God. Oh
But
man.
yeah, my wife is now learning that her actions have consequences. Those consequences are her kids repeating said actions.
Mhm.
I'm also
I-
learning that thing with my son.
Yeah, I mean, so like I don't censor the music I listen to around my kids, but they also know that swearing in public is a big no-no. Around the house, if it slips, I don't give a shit. But
Mhm.
my son got an Offspring song stuck in his head. And he's walking around Stop and Shop going, "Dance, bad word, dance. You never had a chance."
Oh no. Oh
I'm like,
oh.
this is both adorable, but also I don't need somebody to hear this and be like, "What the fuck is happening?"
They know exactly what's happening. You're parenting correctly.
Well, I
Like-
took him to the Offspring show, and the Offspring
Yeah.
had a "fuck you" cam where
Oh,
everyone's
yeah.
flipping off the camera, and so my 6 and 8-year-old are just "fuck yeah."
Sometimes you just gotta let yourself loose.
Oh, absolutely.
But,
Sometimes it feels great to yell the word "fuck" at the top of your lungs.
Oh,
It
yeah.
does. I mean, we drafted it. We drafted
We did.
words to yell,
Yeah.
and it was one of the top contenders.
it's also a good word to like, you know, whisper.
It is.
Oh, by the way,
It's a good word.
It's
I
a good-
did. So I didn't do this yesterday. I did it last week before the tier list episode, but I did
Okay.
a new. I did a new film project with a friend of mine who has done a
Oh,
film
yeah.
project with
I
me in
saw
the
you
past.
post
Yeah.
about this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
Yeah, and after I did that, I'm waiting on him to kind of like do the whatever for it. Like he's or not. Well, he's not going to do the editing necessarily. I can edit it myself because I have the footage of it. But in response to that, when we were filming it, I was like, we were just kind of like clapping in between takes, and I was just like, man, I really need like my own clapperboard. So I got a clapperboard.
You got a clapperboard.
I got an actual clapperboard, and it's just exactly as I imagined it would be. You know, like it works, and it's so nice to feel it work because
Yeah.
it's
Finally with a clap.
yeah. So it's just, and the sticks are literally just made of wood, so it's just like it's a nice snap.
That's a
So now we have to do
that's
that
a
before every
solid sound.
down.
That's a good
The
sound.
Dapper drafts.
What good sounds?
Oh no, just do that before every
Oh,
Dapper
yeah.
draft now.
Yeah, there you go. Dapper draft number, whatever the fuck, scene 2, take 38. All right. Man, I don't know what the Wordle is today. I haven't
do the Wordle today.
I haven't done my daily word
The
games.
Wordle today is spooky.
That's too many letters.
I don't remember what the Wordle was today now.
What if it's bites?
What
If like on Halloween they just go,
I have an O, I have an O and an E, but I have no idea where they go.
I did it on my work laptop, so it's not going to be here.
I just don't know where these letters go. The O might go at the end, actually.
I don't remember what it was. I'll be honest. I can't give you any hints.
Well, shit. Three-year-olds are brutal and give no shits. That is true.
Absolutely.
She's currently talking about her dirty diaper, so didn't think the screen would want to know that.
Oh. What?
You guys can talk.
I know we can, but
We're
I'm doing my
the
thing.
Wordle.
I'm doing my Wordle.
You guys,
I'm sorry.
this is the time where you're supposed to talk. Come
Yeah,
on.
I know. Okay.
Okay, fine.
Honestly, we can just listen to my daughter in the background.
I got it. All right.
All right, what was it?
So, spoilers for the Wordle for October 23rd, 2023. The word of the day is tempo.
Oh, right. Yes, tempo.
Stay with the tempo, boys.
Exactly.
Stay with the tempo.
Yeah. I don't know how to do tempos.
Ugh. I don't know. So I got to go see the Wonder Years on Saturday.
Anyway, this is Wonderwall.
Anyway, this is Wonderwall. That was nonstop. You would constantly hear in the crowd, play Wonderwall. No, it's the Wonder Years. Which I want to stress, the Wonder Years, an amazing band. It was their 10-year anniversary for their album, The Greatest Generation. Really fucking powerful, really great. They did the whole album front to back, and then he was like, hey, I'm assuming you guys think this is the end of the concert. We're going to go check on the Phillies baseball game. We'll be back out in 5 minutes, and we're doing a literal full other set.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, fucking amazing show. I want to talk about the openers, because it was action-adventure. We're very thankful that we're mutuals on TikTok, so it was very awesome to meet them for the first time. Got to chill and chat. A band called Sweet Pill that I've never heard of before. Amazing female vocalist. If you haven't checked out Sweet Pill, go listen to them. And then Anxious. Anxious is a punk band from 20 minutes up the road from me. This is their first major tour. They got to tour America. The Wonder Years brought them on, even gave this huge speech about how this album is about like letting rock live forever, and they handpicked all these bands because they stand behind what they believe in, and that these are the bands that are going to be changing music in the future. And this is a band that like I got to see in people's basements, and I got to fucking book gigs at bars for, because I knew the like producers and whatnot. And I thought I was going to have this moment of like, look at this band, make it so big. What I didn't realize is how many other people were going to have this moment. I have never seen a crowd so fucking loud in my life that this punk band from Connecticut playing their first Connecticut show after being on a nationwide tour. Absolutely massive. The mosh pits are wall to wall. People are crammed up. Everyone's screaming. And I just wanted to give a shout out to Anxious, obviously, but just listen to your local music. Find what's going on around you. It's probably some fun shit. And like every single band you think of right now started in a goddamn garage. Nobody started in
Spotify real quick. Sorry.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'll send you Anxious. Yeah.
Okay.
They're like
I'm trying to
the best way I can say it is they're as hardcore as you can get in Connecticut. They're on that verge of like hardcore, more side of pop punk.
Well, there you go.
Heck yeah. I'm excited to listen to them. Because out in Utah, we had one band that went on tour. They started out with what is it? I'm trying to remember the name of the band because they're huge. The Used. They went on tour with the Used, and then they made like really good friends with a bunch of different artists. They did like a whole like they got huge real quick, and then the lead singer got leukemia.
Oh my god.
Like this kid was like he worked his entire life to get to this point. Like everybody knew him.
Oh,
It was
man.
like straight from like high school. But like this kid, like I'm pretty damn. I just after that he just stopped posting as much, and it was just kind of like. But I just remember listening to the music. I'm just like, this is good shit. It's one.
Yeah.
It was one of those things where it's just like I wanted to hear so much more from this, not like the potential of this band. And then it's one of those things where you get one solid album from them.
Well, there you
And
go.
it's like you can't get more, and it sucked so much. But it was also like, you know what a fucking life, man.
Speaking of, one of the people that I work with at my job, actually, I was talking about just my camera stuff that I had like just done the previous
Yes.
week, and one of the people at my work went, "Wait, you do video stuff?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Music videos?" And I said, "I haven't done them yet, but I would be open to trying to do them." And he was like, "Sick, dude. I might commission you." And I'm like, "Hey, there you go."
Fuck yeah.
So, I don't know what his individual artist name is, but he makes stuff. He kind of makes a bunch of different stuff, he told me. I know that his real name is Dylan, and he's my back-of-house lead at my McAllister's Deli that I work at. So, I would recommend, as soon as I learn his artist name, I'll text the Discord it, and recommend you listen to him. That's my media pick of the whenever. And, dude, if I can go ahead and initiate my own 90 seconds of NASCAR here.
Oh yeah, go for it. Yeah.
So, the NASCAR playoffs have been going on for the past couple of weeks recently, and there has been a lot of drivers that have gone out in rounds earlier than I wanted them to. And more specifically, my favorite driver got knocked out of the NASCAR playoffs in the round of 12. In like right after the race that I attended in Talladega and got his car. And and I was just having one of those things where I was like, it's just not his year. And then he went out and he finished like 5th and then 5th again in these most recent races. Or no, he crashed out in this most recent race because somebody got into him. But I really wish that the championship was held in the track that we just had a race at, which was Homestead, Miami, because it's still a good venue. It's better than the venue that the championship is currently held at, and it's just sad that NASCAR is still so willing to hold on to the notion that the championship has to be here. The championship is in Phoenix, Arizona, and it's like Phoenix is not the best track out there.
But it is dry.
It snowed in Phoenix. It snowed in Phoenix 6 years ago and interrupted the fall race in Phoenix.
That is a freak thing to have happen.
It is a freak thing to have happen.
That is a very much of like, you know what? Nature said no.
There you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, NASCAR has been pretty good recently, and I don't want to talk about the Titans.
Why not, buddy?
Because they have
What's wrong?
Because they have a fucking losing record. And a really bad one at that.
I'm sorry to hear that, man.
All I'm thinking of is like the South Park meme where Cartman is coming. It's not appropriate to say on stream because it's Cartman.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's where Timmy and Jimmy are fighting, and they're just
no. But here's the thing: I think the Titans have a very winnable schedule. Like from here on out, I'm expecting like mostly wins, or not expecting. I'm hoping for mostly W's because we're literally going up against some of the worst teams in the league.
Yeah,
because. And I look at this and I go, I'm like 0 on my predictions that I made before the year started, and I'm just
rough,
like,
buddy.
God damn,
Can we
dude.
look? I appreciate being an Eagles fan this season. I'm gonna be real.
Mm-hmm.
Can we have a moment of silence for the Panthers? Jesus Christ, they haven't won anything all season. Nothing.
Yeah, they are so terrible. They traded away their best receiving weapon to get a number 1 pick in a very raw new quarterback that hasn't performed yet.
Yes.
They just
I haven't checked
haven't.
on the
He,
Niners.
who is it? It's who's the Panthers? They picked. It was between Stroud and whoever. Bryce Young.
I'm not sure.
There
I don't
was-
keep that much up with football. I'll be real.
The quarterback drafts were C.J. Stroud, Bryce Young, Anthony Richardson, Will Levis, and Hendon Hooker. Hendon Hooker, who by the way is a Tennessee, University of Tennessee graduate. He brought the Tennessee Vols to their first like 11-1 season in a long time. And he was drafted to the Lions. He was either drafted to the Lions or the Vikings, one of the two. But he actually might have been drafted to the Vikings. I don't know. But I want so badly, and the only reason I know that is because Will Levis was drafted by the Titans, and I was like, oh, good, another like fresh quarterback prospect to like put him in practice, give him some experience, send him out on the field, get rid of Ryan Tannehill, get rid of Ryan Tannehill, get rid of Ryan Tannehill, and they still haven't gotten rid of fucking Ryan Tannehill yet. I'm so sad.
It'll happen.
It'll happen, buddy. It's okay. The Niners are doing pretty good. I usually don't check up on my team. But,
Yeah,
I
you would say that. you
They're
were
5-1.
You
so,
were one of the 2 undefeated teams until this weekend, which, by the way, the fact that the 49ers were beaten by the goddamn Browns of all teams.
Yeah.
Are they going up against the Vikings?
The 40. Yeah, they're going
They're
against
going
the
up
Vikings
against-
right now.
Oh yeah, they're playing
it's
the
6-7
Vikings
right
now.
now.
What is it?
It's 0-7. So
0-7 Vikings or 0-7 49ers?
Vikings.
Vikings are 7. Yeah.
The Vikings are up on the 49ers?
It's
Yes.
just like what? Like what?
It's
inning is it?
literally,
Or-
they're just about to wrap the first quarter.
Oh yeah. It's not even done with the first quarter.
I know, but the fact that they have the lead at all is
Yeah.
It's because of a fumble by the Niners.
Hey, we'll fucking take it.
A win's a win.
So my father was born in Minnesota. He lived in Ohio just outside of Cincinnati, and then when he moved down, and then the family moved down to Tennessee to restart their company and for dad to go to college and start his own life. And he's been in Tennessee ever since. But he brought aspects of all 3 football teams that he lived close to with him. So
Okay.
my dad will occasionally check up on the Vikings. He's not a huge sports guy, but he'll occasionally check up on the Vikings. And there's a YouTube channel that just released a 7-part documentary about the history of the Vikings. And I said to my dad, hey, do you want to watch this? And he was like, is it going to be about how they lost 4 Super Bowls? And I was like, probably at the beginning, yeah. And he was like, all right, let's watch it. And it's a good docuseries. I highly recommend it.
Fuck yeah.
And I watched it and I was just like, God damn, this team has been like, it was a really inspiring ending, but they've been through so
speaking of
many
sports,
trials. Yes.
Have you seen competitive juggling?
I swear we mentioned this at some point.
I don't, maybe we have. Competitive juggling, first and foremost, is a full contact sport.
Yeah, now I know we definitely have, because you let off with that line the last time we talked about this.
It is 3-on-3 matches. You are juggling with essentially bowling pins. They're a little bit smaller. But you have bowling pins.
The juggling pins. Yeah.
Yeah. And the whole goal is to make your opponent not have 3 pins. And what ends up happening is it's a bunch of grown men. They'll throw the pin up very high so they have time to catch it.
Yeah.
Take a pin in their hand and hit the other opponent in the knuckles as hard as they fucking can.
Oh my god. Just swing and bah! Just like, oh my god. Like,
I
actually
love weird sports.
Oh
just
my
going
god.
up, and then I unplugged my fucking headphones. Damn it.
Incredible. Just going
Where's
up.
the hole? I have 2 kids. I should know where it's at. There we go.
I
Got it.
was about to say, where's the hole? Something that Dadley has said on a fair many occasion in his life.
Absolutely. I'm sure I have told the story of me losing my virginity before on stream.
I don't
the
think you
longest-
have, and I would
Okay,
prefer
then-
we keep it that way.
I will do the very small version and try to keep it as non-grotesque as possible.
Sure.
Which is for the first 2 minutes I was having the time of my life. I'm like, this is great. And
Yeah.
then the woman informed me that the triangle that was made from her ass cheeks and the mattress is what I've been having my fun with.
Oh no. Oh
What
no.
did I just walk into? Do I want to know?
I
He
lost my
unplugged his
virginity.
headphones and
Yeah.
then
I unplugged my headphones. I said I can't find the hole, and then I told the story about how I really didn't find the hole the first time.
oh my god. That is so unfortunate.
Oh yeah. And then I got it incorrectly. 20 seconds later, I was on the side of the bed crying. So
There you
I
go.
was emotional. It happened, and I'm just like, we're so connected. I love you.
Oh
and
my
she's
God.
like, okay. And then it will haunt me to this day. I did not know what to do with our time afterwards because me and her
Oh,
had like
no.
another 2 hours to kill. I'm like, do you want to play darts?
Darts!
And me and her stood up and started playing darts in my basement.
Oh my god, darts. You
Yep.
know, I have an actual legitimate dartboard in my at my folks' home.
Do you?
Like metal spike darts, not like the little magnetic ones or the the plastic
Yeah.
pin
I
darts.
was supposed to set those outside of or out in the garage if you have one, or the shed. You know. Yeah.
Mhm.
You know what? I might get a dartboard in my garage. That'd be nice fun.
But yeah, I have a legitimate dartboard, and it's one of the most fun things I mess around with when I head home. Because last time I went home, like I drove back to my folks' home, I like just picked up one of the darts randomly and just like, fuck it, and then I threw it and got a bullseye without even
Yep.
thinking about it, and I was just like. I was like stunned. I was stun locked for
Yeah,
like 10
absolutely.
seconds.
Like the most relaxed and don't give a fuck.
Yep.
Exactly.
I follow these guys on TikTok that are just like, their whole shtick is like, we're gonna make up phrases that people should be saying. And my favorite one,
Yes, I've seen all 3 of
Yes!
those. I've seen all 3 of the ones that they've
yeah.
made so
Yeah.
far, and they're so
yeah,
good.
the bullseye ain't the best.
The bullseye isn't the best. Yeah, that's a
The bullseye
great
isn't
saying.
the best.
No.
Yeah, I fucking love it so much. And then for those who don't know, in darts, the
Okay.
bullseye is 50 points, but there is like the inner
There's
circle
one-
is triple points, and so the 20 inner circle is 60. That's the
Yes.
most points.
And there's actually even
Um,
the triple 19 is slightly more than 50 points too,
It
Isn't
is, yeah.
so
right? Triple 19 is 54.
Yeah.
Yeah.
there's somebody that got 2 of the inner circle and then landed it where it went on top and hooked in to the inner circle. Like both of them were right next to each other. The last one he went almost like right here. It slid, hooked, and then touched the bullseye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
And so it was like they didn't know how to score it because
I
it was
also-
still like it was technically hit the spot and then it also went into the bullseye. So
I did some quick pocket math, and it's the triple 20, 19, 18, and 17. They're all greater than 50.
Mhm.
God,
So the bullseye ain't
Um,
the best.
no, it ain't.
Ugh.
Exactly.
Yep, it's because there's other skills. That
I have pulled up in front of me.
Um,
I have pulled up in front of me a website with Halloween themed icebreaker questions.
oh, I was gonna tell you a fun fact or a fun thing that I learned about.
Go
like,
for it.
Okay.
Okay. So, did you guys know that cats experience blue light differently? Like they like their sensors change.
I did not.
So
What do you mean they experience blue light different? Like they see blue
So,
different
like,
than everybody else?
when blue light is around, their like sight, everything changes. Like the way that they're experiencing it. I need to look more into it, but basically the video went in like just showed a cat that the guy had, and it wasn't very cuddly, wasn't very like much like,
Mhm.
just kind of one of those cats that kind of
Mhm.
did their own thing.
Yeah.
You know? And I learned this the day after. So like my son has a little light bulb that changes colors in his room. Okay.
Yeah. So does mine.
Yeah. I found my cat, Jasper, who is like our old man cat, but really he's barely a year old. Like he's maybe a year and a half now. But like he gives off old man vibes. He's a ragdoll, like stereotypical ragdoll, whines, cries, acts like a teenager. It gives like fuck off energy, but also like, can you cuddle me a little, you know?
Yeah.
I see him hanging out there, and I learned about this, and it's like that changes the cat's demeanor, and the cat that was shown in the video basically became very cuddly, very lovey. Not usually would like attack his owner if he tried to like rub his belly. Literally is like offering all this stuff, and it's like, oh yeah, you're kind of like, hi, my son has had his light turned to blue for the last 3 days. Our cat Jasper has been going into his room and just chilling. And like he's let you pet him, he's let you love him, he's let you pick him up and just pet his head. And I'm just like, this is not my normal cat. He's still got the whole like, go away kind of attitude, but he's very relaxed now.
Well, there you go.
Love that.
So
it's fun
like,
that you
try
learned
blue
that.
light therapy
Absolutely.
For your cat. Oh.
There you go.
Okay, now icebreakers.
I have pulled up in front of me a website with Halloween-themed icebreakers. 7 of them have something to do about what was your favorite Halloween costume as a child.
Well, we talked about that.
We
last
talked
episode.
about yeah, we did talk about that last episode. I mean, we talked about previous Halloween costumes that we had, and it ended on a very questionable one that we didn't talk about, and we still won't. But as a very young child, I remember that one year I went as Buzz Lightyear, and then
fuck yeah,
it was a pretty good costume. And I still have most of my costumes in a closet in my folks' home. It's not my closet, but it's another closet we have. And I just saw the little hang-up Thomas one that I talked about last time, and I was just like, oh yeah, that's a classic. So that would be my favorite one. But again,
I honestly, I don't remember a whole lot of Halloween costumes I've worn.
Really?
Yeah, so it just, holidays in general weren't really a big thing in my household. That's why, like I said, like the first Halloween I really remember was my dad just telling me to put on my wrestling gear. I'm trying to think. Not one I wore, but my stepbrother one year went as Cloud from Final Fantasy.
Oh, that's
and, like,
pretty
made
good.
His own sword and
a Buster sword. That's really
Buster
good.
sword, yeah, really fucking cool. Besides that, like, I can't lie, most of my Halloween memories were I would have a bunch of friends over my house, and I lived in like a giant apartment complex, really condos, but whatever. And we would all play Manhunt through the entire complex. And so that was so much fun. It also kind of was an excuse for like some of us to be like, I'm gonna go make out in the woods before people find me. Which genuine are pivotal memories to me to this day. Not to be too weird or anything like that.
Yeah, no,
I'm
that's
making
fair.
out with a girl, and I went to go take off her bra, and she whispered no in my ear, and to this day, I'm like, that was a fucking like
a core
I don't
memory.
even know what it like a core memory in me of being like, okay, I know I have to stop. What do I do next? In figuring out like consent at a young age, which I know is important. Like figuring out like, okay, what's the next steps from here? And like having it a very like 13, 14 years old, having an adult conversation of, hey, are you uncomfortable now? And shit like that. And yeah, so
cool. I couldn't
that's
relate
kind
to
of my
any of that at all.
I'm sorry.
My only quote unquote kiss was as a result of a dare, and it was like a really quick closed mouth behind the back of the building, nobody saw, nobody cared thing, and I was just like, cool, I'm never getting that again, and I still haven't. It's pretty great.
It's different lives.
If you could be wait, what? This has nothing to do with Halloween.
Wait, what's Halloween flub? What is the favorite Halloween flub?
Probably like a faux pas, like a party faux pas. If you've been to a party and something happened, or like your costume fell apart or something like that. I remember
I'm Googling flub.
I remember. Well, flub. It's just like you've never heard the word flub? It's just like a mistake or a little
botch.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. When I was finishing up high school, we finally had our chance to put together the haunted house for my school's Halloween. And
Yeah.
I was one of the guides. I was one of the people who was walking people through the haunted house, and I was like this mad doctor, and
Ooh.
it was pretty cool. But I had one of the people that I was walking through the haunted house with. We had this wall of heads. Where it was just like a black garbage bag that we cut holes out of, and some of our classmates stuck their heads through it, and that was their role in the haunted house. And
The head
I was
wall?
walking through a wall of mounted heads, and it was just a
Another
black
type of
garbage
head
bag.
wall that's like a different thing, but you know.
A black and when we were walking through there. Just trying to go past it. We walked past it, and then one of the people in the group that I was talking to reached out to one of the heads, like poke at it to see if it was real, and poked my classmate in the eye. And,
Oh shit.
And I looked back, and I was like, do I play into the illusion that they're fake, or do I scold the guy for being like, hey, they're real? Which one is less scary, because these were slightly younger kids? Slightly? Do I keep... Because at this point, my classmate had not kept up the illusion. She was like, and like had reacted to it already. So I just like batted the kid on the hand, and I was like, don't disrespect my friend's trophies. And he started to cry, and I was just like, oh no, I chose the wrong path. Oh god. And I was just like, let's quickly get through. Come on, we have no time to waste. And I was just like, oh god. I mean, the parent was waiting on the other side, and the kid explained, and then the older person came to me and was like, you're all right, don't worry about it. And I was like, okay, good. But in the moment, I was like, heart literally cracked in two, like, I've ruined this kid's life. Like,
in that situation, it's kind of like the kid didn't take the lessons that his parents taught him to be like, and you had every right to be like, hey, that's not okay.
Yeah.
I had something.
Sometimes you just need to like remind a kid, it's like, hey, you aren't acting right, kid.
Yeah.
You know, like I wouldn't get mad at somebody if my kid decided to like punch somebody. He's like, hey, what the heck, dude? I wouldn't get mad if you started crying. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I had something kind of like this where I helped run. At this point, I've done a bunch of haunted houses, and one of them we were allowed to like grab people. We were allowed to like reach through and grab people. And I was stationed in like a hallway that I had to like lay on the ground, and I would reach out and I'd grab people's ankles. It's a terrible idea. It's fucking stupid, and that shouldn't be done in haunted houses.
With it.
I have the horror of reaching out, grabbing, and holding in my hand somebody's crutch.
Oh god.
And not knowing what to do, and so I like pull my hand back really quick, and I'm like, that one wasn't right. And like trying to keep up the spooky illusion, but fully not being able to do it. And like then like I ended up getting scolded and whatnot, and I'm like, I can't see. I'm behind a curtain. Like, this is a stupid idea.
You didn't even make the curtain see-through for my hand.
No, they didn't. The most I could see was like literally a little slim
like
thing. If I would like
the lights are dimmed, they can put like a see-through curtain for you to be able to see, and all you'd have to do is just wear black, so then people wouldn't be able to see you except for like your hand going out to grab whatever. Like,
there was one Halloween haunted house that I did that I was the first scare. I was in a barrel. You were going through like a spooky saloon, and I just jumped out of the barrel. I'm like, and then I would go back in the barrel. That was the whole shtick.
You're Bradley in a box.
I'm Bradley in a box. I'm
Bradley in a box.
Bradley in a barrel. And
That's the next Dapper D's t-shirt.
yeah.
Bradley in a
And,
barrel.
Bradley in a
just
barrel.
A bunch of me's linked together like monkeys in a barrel. Like,
Oh, yeah. Barrel of monkeys, barrel of Bradleys.
yeah.
There you
And
go.
I just
I'd buy
like
it.
literally last tour of the night of people going through. I jump out, and the person I scared fully Spartan kicked the barrel I was in,
Oh God.
and like launched me in the barrel across the room. And this is at the peak of me being a hothead.
Oh
And so
no.
at the entrance to this haunted house, as me dressed as a like zombie cowboy, whatever, I had like a zombie and a mad scientist fucking holding me back from fighting this dude.
Oh God.
And then like the guy ended the haunted house and was just like, the scariest was in the beginning. I thought that cowboy was really gonna hurt me. And I'm like, I was. That wasn't a fucking scare. I was gonna fucking hit you.
Oh God.
Hey, he hit you. Okay.
All right, what other icebreakers you got, Dippy?
Um,
Oh yeah, this is what we're doing.
would you rather walk through a graveyard at midnight or spend a night in a spooky abandoned old house?
I mean, I've done both.
I have done both,
I mean,
but
my
which would
house
you
is
prefer
over
to do?
100 years old, so you know.
Okay, okay.
It's not
You
abandoned,
bring
though,
you
but,
bring a sleeping bag and nothing else to one of these two places, and you have to sleep there.
Well, I can't
Which one are you
sleep
picking?
in a sleeping bag.
A
Dippy,
gr-
I'm a very particular sleeper.
It's a
okay?
it's a sleeping bag that is okay. You bring a cot and
I
bring
don't
You bring a memory foam lined cot, you old ass.
It's different. Okay, I have to have my pillows. Okay. No,
Your
listen,
pillows?
Yes.
Are you one of
Your
those dudes with
pillows.
a yellow pillow?
Listen.
Do you
Oh,
have your own
no!
yellow pillow?
No,
No.
not the yellow pillow. Oh
no,
God.
no. I clean my shit. That stuff's disgusting. Okay. My mom my mom instilled upon me cleaning, and now I'm like a massive. Like if my bed isn't correct, if it isn't clean, and if it isn't pristine, I can't sleep. I can't freaking like my wife hates it, but like you don't fuck with my sleep.
Right.
That's my one thing. Like I'm a pretty easygoing person. You don't fuck with my sleep.
Okay.
Okay? Like if we're ever together and any of you motherfuckers fuck with my sleep, you will get
You know,
the
our
bad part of
triple
Dono.
king-sized bunk bed.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
triple king size bunk bed. I think that was off stream, but we found
Oh, was
we
it?
were
Oh.
talking about we were talking about if we
fine.
were to
It's
ever
amazing.
have a complex or somewhere where all three of us, well, all three of the Dapper Ds or expanding it out to more people in the Anipod were to live together in the same like
We'd have a
thing.
sleeping room with three.
We would have a sleeping
with,
room,
like a triple bunk
and we
bed.
found a website that had a triple king bunk bed, 3 king-size mattresses, one on top of the other on top of the other, and it was like $12,000. So you could buy a car or a triple bunk bed.
It is no, it's only $6,000.
Oh, $6,000. Oh,
Not even.
Oh,
50,
because that's so much
5,300.
better. Oh, and yeah, it's not even just a king; it's a California king triple.
It's a California king triple bunk bed.
Honestly, if we get a studio, that's the first purchase. It just goes in like the sleeping room,
Mhm.
and literally, it's just like the bed, the room, and like 2 feet to be able to get on the ladder. to go to
Yeah.
the next bunk.
Yeah.
It's just like,
God, where we have to have those long nights and stay in the office.
like it ends up being a thing where it's like, was this built around the fucking triple bunk?
I'm kind of obsessed with like genuine. I'm like, I want to own an Airbnb so I have an excuse to buy this bunk bed. Like,
Oh God, I would rather have this bunk bed in a house that I own and no one else
Yes.
gets to like no one besides like the people I invite over get to sleep.
Have you guys ever had to sleep too close to a fan?
Like a
a
box
ceiling
fan?
fan.
Oh, a ceiling
Like
fan.
you've been in the bunk bed and there's a ceiling fan right fucking there.
My apartment, my
I've slept
dorms
with a
never
couple
had
fans.
my. That is no. You have
Wrong
to
fan.
you have to rescind that. Yeah.
What? He's not lying.
Your talent agent just like books you for a job, and then the studio gets back to you and they're just like, Mr. Jenkins, we're afraid that we're going to drop you for this project. Why? On a variety show a couple of years ago on YouTube, you said you slept with fans. Is that true?
I don't know why, but I just imagine like stupid Family Guy humor where it cuts to me at the ER and they're like, "This is the second time. Why is your dick bleeding?"
Yeah. Where it's an entendre, but then it flips the entendre again, and it's just like, oh my god, this so bad. But to answer the question, graveyard or spooky abandoned old house, I get really judged out by like spooky houses. Like it's spooky interiors, spooky exteriors I can deal with. Because it's just camping. Like I've been camping like plenty of times before. I know how to camp, and I know
people die everywhere. You go to a campground, there's probably somebody that died there.
Yeah.
See, I'm too practical about this. If it's warm outside, I'm picking the graveyard. If it's cold outside, I'm going in
the house.
Like, the spookiness doesn't matter to me at all.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. I had there was a family friend of ours who was like, dude, we're gonna spend the night in this abandoned hospital because we want to catch like a ghost or something. And everyone who was like related to him was like, if you do that, you will not be coming back to our house in the morning. You are going to spend 24 hours detoxing from whatever demon you pick up there, asshole. And they're like, and eventually they decided not to do it, but I've always wondered, you know? Like, I'm a very religious person, clearly. And I'm a very religious person.
Yeah, your outfit is slowly turned into Friar Tuck.
I got rid of the Hawaiian shirt because I have so many layers on, but now I'm literally just like I'm just the full on.
You went reverse necromancer.
Reverse necromancer.
That's just a murderer.
No, like he reverted back from necromancy.
Right. Exactly.
Also, I'm very curious on what like the necrotic portion was of the Tiamat thing is, because like I have lore within my world with dealing with Tiamat, and I'm wondering, like,
I mean, if you want to share it with me, then you go ahead. But I don't. It's not. It's not the same. It's definitely not the same.
So, well, I guess it would be well known. Tiamat is technically, like not a god within my world. Like they are like
right.
I've explained this before. A lot of the gods and goddesses within Eladon are like children of gods. They aren't.
They're demigods.
They aren't like
right.
They're demigods trying to prove themselves to become gods. So it's more. Or like they're building worship. A lot of the different churches that have been settled, they're like obviously ones they're just like, oh yeah, they recognize those people very easily.
Yes.
Like there's the goddess of the summer, who is also she is part of the Rose Court as well, who is daughter of the sun god. You guys had like a whole thing with her. Or like there's a good section, one episode of like her followers coming down from like the winter coming into spring and shit like that. A while our last campaign,
right?
It was real early, but yeah, like I have a bunch of different like gods of gods.
Okay.
Not because I was like, what are these different types of things? Okay. That's why it's never a huge thing when you say,
right?
Yeah, like an actual god's name. It's just kind of like, well, then you're calling on their dad, not them, and that's kind of an insult.
Yeah.
Sometimes. But then there's also like some gods that just don't have kids there, and there's individuals that have gained that thing, or there's monsters that have gained that title.
Right.
So
speaking of which, you fucked me up last Crossroads session, Dono.
Yeah,
that like the whole thing with the whole thing with like I heard this piece of folklore that like the exact thing that happened to you is a confession of love. Like, like what the fuck? Like, and it just really sent me into a similar place that got sent when the original betrayal happened. and it was just like, you dick, like you found a way to make it hurt again. Yeah, to make it hurt again. And I was just like, no, she betrayed me, right? But like,
I can't confirm nor deny you aren't talking to her in any way.
Whatever. Either way, but that'll be fun to discover tomorrow. Or not discover, but talk about again tomorrow.
I just can't wait till like all the things that I've been doing with some of you guys like unfolds.
Come to fruition.
Like Dadley's gonna have a fun one next, like tomorrow's session, because you started having a vision.
Did I?
Yeah, no, yeah. We ended the session on Dadley having a vision. Yeah, no.
Yeah, the throne.
Oh, right. The throne that I am sitting on.
You weren't sitting on it.
Weird. If I'm not, I will.
No, that was the last thing I said. You're like, you see a throne. I'm like, I lucid dream. It's my throne.
It's my throne. And the fact that I shouted away my I shouted away the scrying orb or whatever that fucking thing is. It was just like, thank you. I'm just alone now. Thank you. That's all I wanted. But
on that note, after that, you were like trying to focus and make
something else appear, but then it just like, if it's not my mindscape, I don't want anything to do with it, like type thing.
On that, y'all want to make some magic items?
Yeah, let's. All right, we are an hour and 21 in, so let's do.
Yes.
Let's knock this stream out with some Dapperween themed. Recurring segments, that's what they're called.
Yeah,
there we go. So let me go to Urban Dictionary. I can't believe that's a thing I still keep up with. That was just mentioned as like a joke, like, what about the Urban Dictionary word of the day?
Yeah,
and I get to do my thing.
Yeah.
Oh yes, you do. You have a segment.
Oh yeah,
I do things now.
Exactly.
All right, what's the word?
The word of the day on Urban Dictionary is goleming. To sit in some kind of seat or concentrating on texting or chatting on your cell phone and making very small but awkward noises. For example, snickering, giggling, huffing, audible but not understandable words, etc. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Dadley is demonstrating a form of goleming. What's Tracy doing? Oh, she's goleming in her chair. Just ignore her.
All right.
I wonder if I could even do that without breaking my chair. Maybe. It looks like nothing changed.
It doesn't look any different, yeah.
There you go. Oh, it still doesn't look any different. Whatever.
So I have my things locked and loaded, but I'll let Dippy.
Yo, I was gonna ask, do you want to go first or second?
I can. What? We can rock paper scissors it.
See, you two. The fact that you two have
rock, paper, scissors, go.
What?
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 No, I always do row, sham, bow. Like,
oh, okay, cool. I always have to correct myself to rock, paper, scissors because nobody knows.
I was always a fan of quartz parchment shears.
All right, you ready?
It's Boulder's paper shield, but yeah.
All right, row, sham, bow.
Bow.
Two scissors.
Row, sham,
bow.
Bow.
Papers.
Row, sham, bow.
Bow.
Two papers. Dadley gets
scissors.
Okay.
I need to come up with something. I need to come up with something in this vein where I give each of you a thing to do because now both of you have something. Yeah.
All right. Dear adventurers.
Oh,
this dungeon.
You give us like the thing to vote on, or like to make that for the Dapper draft.
What do you mean?
Like he
that is.
Give us the Dapper
no,
draft,
that is true. That's fair. The Dapper. I do the Dapper draft.
I want to point that out.
Yeah, that's you have a fair point.
Sorry, I had to get him before
Yeah, exactly.
Dear adventurers, this dungeon has been unlike you've seen. A haunted house of sorts with turning doors and mirrors that stare at you. Dano, as you finally stumble upon the last door, it is locked with just a bucket hanging on it, skeleton face smiling. I'm giving you just like a candy bucket.
Oh,
a good old candy bucket.
Okay. A Halloween candy bucket. I love
it. It's a door with just that on it. Like there's no.
Well,
wall.
I'm just setting the scene. It's a candy.
Okay.
Like your
Okay.
item is a candy bucket.
Okay. So, but it's as a skull. Like
I did like it could be a skull, could be a pumpkin, whatever you want to do with just like those plastic. I want
Okay.
my candy in this.
I
thing.
wanted to be ahead because there's this cool new item in D&D that they released with the new supplements, which I plan on using at some point in time. It's these ancient skulls of individuals from long past that never are true, like that have chosen instead. It's like a form of necromancy, but instead it's just the knowledge left behind by those individuals. It's neither good nor evil. It's just their personality giving their information from their life, but it's not their soul being stuck into it. So this is just the Candyman. He decided to take all of his knowledge of candies and sweets and like the history and all these different things of cooking and creating and these chemical creations now that he has taken and has left the will to create the bucket from his own head, like designed it, everything, and left it all within this bucket. You, by giving this bucket one candy, you can ask it one question and it will give you the knowledge to the best of its ability of what the answer to that question is.
So commune.
Yeah,
I like
it's
that.
commune,
like
but
that.
it's like to this individual. Yeah.
Oh
It's
no.
just a candy guy that's like, now I know it's nothing like too interesting, but
No, I like that.
if you attune to this item, because you can just have it and use that ability. If you attune to it, you gain the chef's feat,
Ooh.
and but you can only create candies and sweets. But when you roll to create these things, if you get a nat 20, you can create potions of healing, but instead it's sweets of healing, and they do
like
a
that,
+1 per round as long as you have them in your mouth and you're sucking on them.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
they just add 1 HP each round that you have it in your mouth.
Okay.
Or you can set it up as like a D6, whatever you want it to be, but it lasts for like a certain amount of time. And if the players just crack it and bite it, not completely, they can just get not like 1 HP rounds in them at once. So it's like for a minute, you just get 10 HP real quick.
I really like that. Also, I forgot to warn you guys ahead of time. You're doing 2 each. So like
Oh
God.
shit!
Okay.
special
Okay.
Halloween episode.
Hey, there you go. Do I get to
Um,
do the my version of his thing, or do you want us to just stick with our own 2 since we're doing
Let's just go through them because we're doing 2.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. that's fine.
Unless you have something you really want. 'cause
No,
I
no,
don't
no,
care.
no. I
It-
was just gonna
okay.
say it's a candy pail that you drop any item you drop in it. There's a magical film protecting the hole in the candy pail where any impurities are like left on top of the hole. So
Ooh.
like you drop a piece of candy into it, and then if it had a razor blade hidden in it, the razor blade just like magics its way out of the candy and is just stuck on the protective like magical film on top of the candy pail. Meaning that if you pour a drink into it, you get 2, and it had a poison in it. You pour the drink into the pail, the drink ends up in the pail, the poison ends up on top, and you're just like,
Yeah.
somebody tried to poison me. But then
And
you
now
have the
poison.
But then you have the awkward thing of now you have to drink it out of the pail because
Oh yes.
So there you go.
I like that. So
All right.
entering through the store,
Mm-hmm.
what you have been hunting for this whole time, and I'm gonna list off 3 items. You can pick which one you pick, which one you do, and we'll go
And
through
I'll
all
have the
3 of
other
these
2.
like this. Yeah. No, I'm sorry, Dippy. This is you.
Oh,
I'll have you guys
this
go
is
back
me.
and forth.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. So in front of you is the attire of the Pumpkin King, the jack-o'-lantern crown, the sheet. It's just a big sheet, like the
Like a ghost
stereotypical
sheet?
ghost
Yeah.
sheet. And then hugging on the wall is a big winter jacket, because what fucking kid wants to wear a jacket over his costume?
Okay.
You have
I'll
a
take
pumpkin crown, a ghost sheet,
Yeah, I'll take
and
the
just
ghost
what
sheet.
looks like a winter jacket. Okay.
I'll take the ghost sheet. So you drape the ghost sheet over yourself. You are instantly now under the effect of Pass Without a Trace.
Ooh.
Uh,
Okay.
As well as you have advantage on deception checks
Mhm.
whilst wearing the sheet. because if anyone passes the perception check to see you, they'll be like, I can see you. You can immediately use an action to be, no, you can't, and then you have advantage on the deception check, and if the deception check passes, then you, to them and only to them, you instantly become invisible. You under the effect of greater invisibility, you can attack them without breaking this invisibility. You can, but yes, so you are sneaking through the crowd as a ghost, because nobody can see ghosts, obviously.
Yeah.
And if they think they can, no, they can't.
No, they can't. I love that. I love that so much. All right, Dono, the crown of the Pumpkin King or just a winter jacket?
I'm gonna go with the winter jacket.
Okay.
This winter jacket is a cursed magic item.
Oh boy.
Facts.
Absolutely.
It gives you disadvantage on persuasion checks, though individuals that see you in it are not intimidated and will let you almost get away with anything that you want.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Sorry, my daughter's. She's real tired. Okay.
Oh, poor Bubba.
So what did I say so far?
Disadvantage on perception.
No, on persuasion.
Persuasion.
Yes. So, like, if you're trying to get something serious done, like make a point at something, people are just gonna be like, "Whatever, you stupid idiot!" Like,
yeah,
and that's dumb coat. If you are in you are cursed to wear this. That you can only be not lifted, not through. Like, this is a curse that you get from the greater being, aka mom.
Okay. Yep.
Oh boy.
It's all good.
So you're cursed by the greater being to not wear this over every outfit that you have. You have what is it? You get a -1 to your attacks, like melee attacks, but you get a +2 to your spell casting and your AC.
Okay. I love that.
You also have a immunity to, you're immune to cold damage, but you are prone to fire damage.
Yep.
And if you are hit by fire damage and it does 20 points or more, then the coat is gone.
Okay. I like that. Yeah.
It dissipates the coat.
It burns up.
You either can decurse it, but it can't just be taken out by just some normal amount of flame. It has to be you have to get hit.
You gotta get fucking hit. Yeah.
So I am left with the crown of the Pumpkin King.
Yeah, whatever you want to do with that.
Okay. So the legend of Sleepy Hollow persists that you mustn't stay out after midnight on Halloween or the Pumpkin King will do his reaping on your soul and on your mind and will take your head to replace the hollow where his head should be. So the crown of the Pumpkin King is a helmet. It is a magical helmet that gives you +2 armor class. Gives you a +4 to your Arcana. It gives you proficiency with scythes.
Okay.
So if you don't already have a proficiency with a scythe type weapon, you become proficient with a scythe type weapon. That I guess I could include a sickle in that as well if you wanted to.
Yeah.
It sheds light in a 20-foot radius and dim light in a 40-foot radius. And if you are wearing the helmet as soon as what would be a clock strikes midnight, you immediately have to make a wisdom saving throw, or else you begin. If you fail the wisdom saving throw, then you are charmed by the spirit of the Pumpkin King. and
Okay.
your attacks now deal an additional 2d8 necrotic damage. Your attacks now deal an additional 2d8 necrotic damage. You have advantage on attack rolls against surprised creatures. You have a +3 to attacks made with scythes or sickles, on top of the proficiency that you would already gain while you were wearing this head.
Yeah.
And this rampage lasts until either the sun comes up, in which case the curse is broken and the jack-o'-lantern on your head breaks, nullifying the item and making it useless, or if the spell Remove Cursed is cast upon you, in which case your tirade ends.
I love this. I love this a lot.
Up until the point where you are wearing the helmet at a time when it would strike midnight, the magical function of the item is intact. You can put it on, take it off, set it aside. As long as you aren't wearing it when the clock strikes midnight, then you are safe.
Okay.
Yeah.
I really like that.
Lots of fun stuff. I liked that, yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
So Dono is going to deal with his children and make
The child.
The child. Also, I can't believe I did Pedanal, and I can't believe I was talking about the fucking Titans earlier, and the article it gives me for Pedanal is Jaguar.
Oh, that's funny.
The fucking Jacksonville Jaguars being our largest division rival. I can't even fucking believe it.
Okay.
Anyway,
So,
Dono.
I have your guys' make it lore.
Yes.
So,
Okay.
to
Make
make
it
an
lore.
extravagant story or idea, setting, whatever you can think of from these two different things. Okay. So,
Backstories.
who wants to go first?
I'll go first because I was giving out things.
Dadley,
Yeah.
your two things are Star Trek
Oh, shit.
and Pokemon.
Oh.
Deoxys. There. Did it. No, shit,
Give me
I don't
a
know.
second.
No,
I'll
I'm
give
good.
you guys both it, and then you can decide between the two of you which one
I'm
you're
good.
Okay,
I'm
you
good.
sure?
Go for it,
Let's
Dadley.
go. Put
Let's
me in the
go.
game, coach. I don't know shit of Star Trek. So, in this futuristic D&D campaign, your mission on a government contracted ship is to hunt down and capture these strange monsters we don't know about for science. And it is a whole monster of the week campaign based around trying to capture and secure aliens from different ships, slowly realizing that some might be sentient and joining your ship. Others might just be cute little creatures that you might be able to ask to join you in battle. Others might help heal you. You don't know what they are, but you are given a red shaped item to document all your findings, going through the Poke Prize? Yeah, sure. Trying to find your way through this galaxy of strange creatures.
Hey, Dadley, I'm wondering, do you know what the name of the Pokédex is?
The name of the Pokedex?
Yeah.
For this or just in general?
No, in general, for Pokemon.
I thought it was just called the Pokedex.
It's got an actual name.
Okay, what is it called?
It's Dexter.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, when they switched it to it being a Rotom, I'm assuming?
No, this has been its name since the very first season of Pokemon.
I have no idea.
That's a fun little fact. I'm pretty it's like Dexter.
Yes, it's Dexter and Dextet.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. I had no idea. So
Been around for a while there, Dadley. I am a Pokemon fan.
There's my mini campaign
I like it.
of Star Trek and Pokemon.
I just when you brought up the Dex, I was like, I wonder if he knows the
No, I had no idea.
actual name. That's why it's called Pokédex, because it's the Pokemon Dexter.
Well, it's called a Pokedex because it's the Pokemon Index.
Yeah, Index, yeah, but yeah.
So, All right, Dippy.
All right.
You're
All right,
up.
Dippy.
I am up, and I have a thing.
Yours
in the microwave
is-
that's gonna go off here in a second.
Okay.
Mhm.
So yours is Alice in Wonderland, Game of Thrones.
Oh, fuck me. Okay.
Oh man, I would have been so much better at this one.
Yeah, and I feel like I would have been a little bit better at the Star Trek Pokemon one. It's fine. It's fine. All right, I'm gonna go get my microwave thing and think about this. Y'all just banter for a little bit.
But yeah, so
The Queen of Hearts is attacking the castle. Deploy the spades at once. But sir, we only have the twos left. The twos know their lives are worth nothing. Send them in.
three of a kind is still winning over. I don't know.
That
Wait,
one's so.
Doesn't
like, the
three of a
season
kind
one-
like not beat, not fucking like doubles, like all doubles?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That so would end like season 1 finale is like 2 10s going up against each other, like the 10 of diamonds and the 10 of hearts, and being like, oh, we're evenly matched. This is war. And like 3 soldiers from each side run up behind them. Oh, see, I would have fucking.
And then
I
like the
can-
caterpillars.
I can keep going on with it. Yeah, because like this would all play out of like all the kings of the houses would be like the Mad Hatter.
See, this is
or
becoming.
clubs
this
and
is-
the diamonds and yeah.
I was about to say this is becoming more of like poker mixed with Game of Thrones because you're only talking
feel
about the
like-
cards. But
Yeah.
That's
I feel
fair.
like the
That is-
caterpillar would be the what is it? The dude that has no balls. The monk guy with no balls.
what
I
the
didn't
fuck?
watch Game of Thrones.
Yeah, and I only just recently watched episode 1 with Lost Chaos, because she just recently started watching it too. So,
Okay, so there you go, Dippy.
so
Okay.
imagine, if you will, a land torn apart by political intrigue, war, and famine. People are all fighting to survive the winter, the long winter months, and the harsh conditions of their tyrannical leaders. All divided into houses and clans. So you have, so obviously the one that we've just talked about is the House of Cards, which is ruled over by the Queen of Hearts and her soldiers of, cards and all this other stuff. Everything is exactly as you would imagine it to be. I kind of imagine it in the coastal capital city, whatever it's called. I forget what it's called. They would replace the Lannisters, I suppose, in this case. Except for the incest part. We don't talk about the incest part. There is the
I had no idea.
the first episode has
I didn't watch any. I did not watch any.
Yeah, I've only watched the first episode, and the first episode has
I've watched like
two
the first
characters
3
performing
seasons.
incest on each other. Anyway, then you have House Cheshire, full of tricksters, thieves, rogues, a thieves guild that lives in the undercity, beneath the tunnels and burrows of the creatures that live in the ground. Led, of course, by Monsieur Cheshire Cat. A large purple entity, a trickster god, if you will, who garnered his power from an ancient ritual. Ambivalent for now, but that is only for now. You have, you have the House of Madness, where March, presided over by dual patriarchs of March Hare and Mad Hatter, where it's kind of like an alchemical kingdom. They make they supply they're tied to like an enchanted forest that's full of these alchemical ingredients, and they know like they provide the kingdom with cures and medicines and all these other things at cost of some of their cures being very experimental and being not exactly safe for consumption, and they don't want to test that because they just want to make a profit. Presiding over, with Mad Hatter and March Hare presiding over their kingdom of dormice and white rabbits. And then all of this is being traversed through by a bastard daughter who belongs who belongs to a house of maidens from across the ocean of this initial land, and she is ready to deck some bitches. She goes through it all, overcoming her adversity to make diplomacy with and or entirely sabotage all of the kingdoms in this land. And the whole thing is called Alice in Winterfell.
Yes. Fuck yes.
Fabulous job. So,
No, you're good.
so, I guess next is the Dapper Draft.
Oh boy. Well, then let me.
Do you have anything picked out for this special Halloween Dapper Draft?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Dapper Draft. Dapper Draft.
Dapper Draft.
So, we've been talking a lot about costumes and about that kind of thing. You know, we're dressed up in costumes as we speak. I have kind of had an evolving costume over the course of this stream, but
Yes.
what I want for you to do, what I want you to draft for me today is the classic, just the all-time classic either imagine this as a stepping off point, and then we can determine whether your picks would fall under this category. Movie monsters. I need you to select a team of movie monsters, or like just pop culture monsters. You can select as few as one mascot or one like iconic monster, and as many as like a horde of things, or like just as long as they would fall under the category of being a monster movie, like a classic universal monster movie, then I will allow it for this draft.
Does it have to be Universal?
It doesn't have to be Universal Pictures,
Okay.
but you know, when
Okay,
I say
yeah.
when I say Universal monsters, I mean monsters that anybody can make a movie out of, because they're like the monsters that you hear about, that you see about, that can't necessarily quote unquote be copyrighted by any means. But
ooh, that knocks one of my picks off.
well,
already.
but even then, if you think of a copyrighted monster, don't be afraid to draft it. Just monsters, an antagonist of a film, or an antagonist of a work of fiction that is by definition a monster. So like,
okay.
I'm not gonna say any of them because I don't want to knock them out of the contention for the draft.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
you
Okay.
understand where I'm going.
Yes.
So, as always, we will determine the draft order.
Yep.
With
I
the
don't
roll
have
of a
any
die.
dice on me, so now I have Merc's character sheet open.
We will determine the draft order with the roll of a die, and just subtract
Natural
your...
1.
Perfect.
Thanks, Merc, for that.
I got a natural 4.
Dude, I misplayed Merc. I'm gonna be real. I'm looking at his character sheet.
19.
19.
All right.
So, and we will determine the drafting style with the flip of a coin. Heads is serpentine. Tails is back to front. So it is just turn order.
Yeah.
Said heads is serpentine, tails is turn order.
Yep.
It's tails. So
Okay.
it will go Dono Dippy Dadley, Dono Dippy Dadley, Dono Dippy Dadley. So Dono, with the first pick of the monster draft.
Okay.
The monster draft.
The scariest part of any movie is the fucking fly. The fly.
The fly.
That fucks it all up.
The fly.
Okay.
Makes the whole thing happen. that mutates the human, that
Yep.
freaking picks up the mutagen, that kills everybody. It's the goddamn fly.
Okay.
It's the worst part. It's the scariest monster because that little.
Yeah.
Okay, I can imagine it.
Yeah, no, I'm
Yeah.
here for it. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
It's a terrible idea, I know.
I would
No,
never
I like
have.
it. I'm
I
so
would-
here for it.
I'm gonna be honest. I never would have envisioned that the fly would have been number 1 overall draft
Number
pick in
one.
this.
Yep.
But
But
it
you
makes-
could have maybe slept on him. You could have picked him a little later. Got some more
Oh,
pivotal
man.
picks early. But
Whatever.
respectable. Well done. All right.
Yeah.
So for
Talking
my
about,
first pick,
monsters.
Yep.
you have to go with the monster. And you know what I'm talking about. There are like the iconic like 4 or 5 that you like immediately think of when you hear the word monster or monster movie. And my first pick out of that bunch is Dracula.
Ah, damn it. That was gonna be my number 1.
Dracula's just an old dude.
I was gonna go with somebody else,
fangs.
but I knew that I had to steal Dracula from somebody else before they took him because he's just too powerful of a figure to not go in the first round.
Oh no, I
All
can't
right.
stand next to running water. What a bitch.
I
I have
He
to
does
knock
have his
on your
weak-
door and
He
ask
does
you to
have his
let me in.
weaknesses. He does have his weaknesses.
that's why he's
Oh,
on a
the
team. He's not by
sun.
himself this time.
Exactly.
Oh, the
I
sun. Oh.
No. I could have saved this individual for later.
Mm.
But I want to come out of the gate setting the tone for my list.
Mhm.
Setting my tone of what you're thinking when we come to the monster brawl.
Mm-hmm.
And for that, I'm going with Hellboy.
Oh, wow! What a unique pick. Oh my god.
I need Hellboy to spearhead the rest of this team, get him into shape, get everyone on the same page.
He's a good leader figure. I appreciate that.
Mm.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah. All right, Dono, your number 2.
All right. The Wendigo.
Oh,
Okay.
fuck, dude.
Okay.
That's a dangerous number
So I've
2,
got
man.
the science and the nature.
You indeed do. You indeed do. Well, in that case, I'm gonna take it a little bit in Dadley's direction, see if I can't snipe one of his picks out from under him. I'm gonna go. I'm on the attack today, boys. I am
Yeah, it
on the
seems like it.
attack.
All right.
So for my next pick,
You know me too well, too. It makes me nervous.
my next pick is gonna be Ghostface from Scream.
Yep. Yep.
Because he can be fucking anywhere, dude.
He could.
He can be
He could.
anywhere, and he can be anyone too. Apparently, you know, Ghostface is not a single entity. He is a bunch. He is a spirit that can inhabit any entity and turn them
Yes.
into a serial killer. It is miraculous what he can do with his power.
All right. Well, genuine taking my number 2 then.
Mm,
Having to reshuffle the order and whatnot.
yeah.
Hellboy originally was gonna have the crazy sidekick he's gonna have to rein in. Instead, he's gonna get a second in command. He's gonna get the one that's gonna, they're gonna really team up and
The
be able
wingman, the wingman.
to. Yeah,
Mhm.
the wingman. Oh, we're going with the Predator.
Oh man, yeah, that's a good one. That's a really good one. Oh, that's dangerous. Hellboy and Predator together. Holy shit! What a
team.
concept!
What a team.
What a concept, Dono.
I bet there was a comic book with it.
I immediately know what my number 3 is
Dippy,
because
what'd
you
get?
said that.
Or what was your second one
I
again?
said Dracula. I said Dracula number 1, Ghostface number 2
Okay.
from Scream.
All right.
And you
My next one is because I'm gonna go big. I gotta get a big one.
Mhm.
Godzilla.
Oh man.
Okay.
That's really good. I like where this list is going so far. My number 3, I have to immediately go on the defense with Dadley's pick. I'm gonna get something to try to hopefully deal with Dono later, but for Dadley to counteract Dadley, I'm gonna go ahead and pick the Xenomorph.
Yeah.
The
yeah.
alien. More specifically, if I have to be specific, I would say the xenomorph queen, the alien queen. But
Yeah.
if I don't have to be that specific, then just a xenomorph.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
God, dude. Like,
Dippy, sorry, Donna, what was your number 3?
Godzilla.
Godzilla. I heard it. I was like, good pick, and then it left my brain for some reason.
Yeah, I've been doing that this entire freaking
Yeah.
day. Not gonna lie.
All right. Dippy, you said we could have a swarm. And
Mhm.
immediately, I was like, okay, I'm going to have a couple strong leads,
Mhm.
and then I'm going to go off the wall
You have
and
an
hope
army.
that these strong leads could ring them in.
Mhm.
We're going with the Gremlins.
Oh my god! Wow.
You get all the gremlins?
That movie theater scene, imagine Hellboy and Predator in front of that movie theater being like, Ten Hut, here's what we gotta do
Oh
today.
my
Like,
god. Wow. Just a movie theater full of gremlins.
I feel like
Yeah.
Predator would just be like sitting in the corner.
We're gonna
just, like,
go.
back to
I
the
feel like we're
wall.
gonna go to
Just like-
6. I feel like we're gonna go to 6 or 7 with this draft today, guys. Let's make it a double draft. Let's go out. I'll say not true double, not go to 10, but
7?
you know,
7
yeah.
feels
Let's go
good.
to 7 with
All
this
right.
with this draft today, fellas.
Okay.
Because
Give
this
me-
is we've got a lot of strong picks, and I underestimated how many we were going to be able to come up with.
Okay.
Because you have opened up the doors wide open to a bunch of really interesting avenues. All right. So Dono, you go next with your number 4, which will put us halfway through.
So I'm going with. So I'm collecting it all from like the different parts of the world. So I got like,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
got the fly, which is the science.
Yep.
I got the Wendigo, which is like nature.
Mhm.
I got Godzilla, he's
Which is a
big
little bit of
fucking
both.
monster that's
Yeah,
just
the
destroying
kaiju
everything.
monster.
So
Yeah.
I got that coverage.
Mhm.
I want to take care of the seas. Sirens.
Sirens. That's a good one.
All right.
That's a
You were
good
you're
one.
leaning the direction I was gonna go, so I was scared. So I was scared for a second.
All right. Well, number
Are you going
4.
Loch Ness? Get it?
Okay, well, number 4. This is gonna be a very specific pick, and I don't know if this is gonna backfire on me or not. I'm gonna go with the World War Z zombie horde. The fast
Okay.
collaborative,
All
the fast collaborative, like, you know, there are a hulking mass of zombies, and there's just so fucking many of them, dude.
Yes.
It
Now-
might backfire on me.
Now we
if-
have to figure out
I just have to
if-
give myself cancer, and they won't touch me.
if trained by Hellboy gremlins could take down a horde of World War Z zombies.
Yeah, that's a question. That's definitely a question.
Yeah. So I'm also gonna go to the seas. I'm making an army here, and we need to have a navy.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna go with a classic this time. I've been going kind of off the wall. I'm gonna go with the Kraken.
The Kraken.
Ooh. Okay.
Yes, indeed. We like it. We like it. All right.
It's its own kind of fleet. It can do its own thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Dono.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yeah.
Then?
Yes.
I'm going with
Your number 5.
it. Like it may be like picking whatever. It's the alien. Like from Predator vs. Alien.
Dippy has that. That's the Xenomorph.
Oh wait, that's the xenomorph.
I've already
Yeah.
got that.
Yeah.
I've already
Okay,
got that
fine.
picked, buddy.
Oh
you
wait, then
missed
I'm
your
gonna
chance.
choose a different type of alien. I'm gonna do the aliens from oh fuck, what movie is that? It's like from or aliens from Mars or something like that. The ones with like
thank God.
that brain and shit like that.
Oh, they could
Oh!
attack Mars attacks? The Mars
Is that what
attacks
the movie is?
aliens?
I just remember
you ta-
seeing that as like a 3-year-old and just being deathly afraid of them.
Wait.
The Tim Burton Mars Attacks movie
Wait, I could be wrong. Okay, wait.
with
give
like
me
the
a second.
big butt heads.
Give me a second. Give me a second. I fucked up because I don't know. I didn't know that the xenomorph was a xenomorph.
Yes.
or was the alien thing? Okay.
Mm-hmm. I am like way
What?
overexposed on this side of my face. Didn't realize. There you go.
Okay.
This portion of the
The
stream.
Mummy.
Fuck!
Okay.
Oh man,
Okay.
I was gonna pick him next because I was gonna go back to the iconic ones. No, man. Okay. Okay, you're.
I got desert now too. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, then you know what? If I can't have the mummy, then give me Frankenstein's monster.
Okay. All right.
If I can't have the
Yeah,
mummy,
you
then
just
I
get-
gotta have the big hulking mass, you know?
See, yeah, no, you get that raw strength in there. And it's
Mhm.
really funny you say that because I'm looking at my team and I'm like, I need someone that can heal us up and whatnot. And the
Uh-oh.
whole theme of that book is that humanity is the real monster. And I was going to see if I can grab Frankenstein.
The doctor?
The doctor is the monster of the movie. In the book.
Oh man.
That's,
Do I want to
that's
call a
up to
technicality
veto.
here?
I was going to say, it's totally fine to get vetoed. I have a backup.
A part of me wants to call a veto because I literally just drafted his monster. I feel like he would go with his monster.
That's fair. If you
So
want to say that
I'll
you-
say
you
I got like
yeah.
I got like the pair, both Frankenstein and his monster with my pick. I feel
Okay,
like
yeah,
I don't
totally
want to
fair.
step on your toes
No,
here,
you
but
are good. You are
is
good.
Frankenstein truly Frankenstein without his monster, and vice versa? Is the monster truly the monster without his doctor?
Yeah, no, that totally fair.
So
I'm
I'm gonna veto you on that one. Feel free to veto me on another one if
totally fair.
you need.
I'm just now realizing what I was gonna pick. I'm just now realizing never got a name. They never named the monster in this movie. The aliens from They Live, the Body Snatchers.
Oh God, body snatchers.
We'll call them Body Snatchers.
Yeah, god damn. Body snatchers are really tough.
Yeah,
They
you don't
can
know
be-
who we're gonna be. You don't know
yeah.
where we're going.
Man, that can be really
Okay.
tough.
So my next one, and it's kind of on a technicality as well, because Dippy's already got World War Z zombies,
Mhm.
but I want Zombieland zombies.
Really?
Out of the
I'm
zombie
sorry.
Out of
movie
all
from
the zombie
Zombieland?
movies?
I'm sorry, they can climb, do parkour, they can fucking do whatever the hell they want. They're scary as shit. Have you seen that movie that may be put in like a comical way?
You know
but
what?
those
No,
bitches
wait, yeah, you
jumping
know
fences.
what? You
No,
do.
and
There's
alright,
no
yeah.
safety.
No, you know what? You do have a point. You do in fact have a point. They are very
Like if
dexterous
that
zombies.
movie wasn't put in a
They
comical
are
sense,
they
it's
are
terrifying.
very dexterous zombies. You are correct. They are very
Yes.
dexterous zombies.
And
Okay.
they'll eat you whether or not you're diseased or not.
Mhm.
Fair.
So, with my number 6, I kind of need a kaiju to fight off Dano's kaiju here. And I'm going outside of the realm of Japan for this kaiju and saving my what I would have put here. I'm gonna see if she's still safe when I come around here. But my number 6 is gonna be Clover from Cloverfield.
That was on my list.
Yes!
I did not think anyone was gonna fucking take Clover. Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not, buddy. Clover is coming
Oh.
in. Clover is coming in with that raw size and power to fight off fucking Godzilla. Are you kidding me?
Oh my god, that just ruined me. Fuck.
Wait, isn't Clover because Cloverfield Lane 10 or whatever 10
10
Lane,
Cloverfield Lane, yeah.
Yeah, 10
Yeah.
Cloverfield Lane. It's alien invasion.
Yeah, Clover
Right?
is an alien, yes.
Yeah. So they just drop this giant freaking alien on the planet and just
Yeah.
Clover is fucking terrifying too. I remember watching Cloverfield and crying at the end because of how actually like that movie fucked me up.
It's great. It's really good.
So Dadley, you're number 6.
Yeah, I'm going. We've talked about the classics and whatnot. I'm going as classic as you can get.
Okay.
The monster that genuine started a panic in
Yeah.
the USA. I'm going the Martians from H.G. Wells' War of the Worlds.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna go a different route and be like, "You son of a bitch! I'm sad that I didn't pick that. I'm still not picking it. I'm gonna go ahead and mention it now because this is not my pick. Well, let Dono do his pick because he might
Yes.
still pick him.
Yeah, it'll be honorary mention at
Yeah.
the end if it doesn't.
Honorary
get that.
mention, but Dono, for your final, your number 7th and final pick.
Okay. I had to go with a good classic, like a solid fan favorite. I mean, I'd get everybody on my side. Mothman.
That was my last.
Mothman.
Y'all have really fucking gotten to my list.
We have butchered.
This is the first time
Did
that
my-
we've really been
we
like
have
stepping on each other's toes.
Did
butchered
my
your
fucking
list,
list
dude.
get leaked? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, somebody found your draft. Someone found your draft class and they just didn't tell you about it. Like, and they spread it to the other teams. Like, yeah, you've got sniped
like,
multiple
Mothman.
times today, buddy. I am
Oh,
sorry
yeah.
to say it. But my number 7, and this is a bit of a niche pick. I will go to Japan for this one. I don't remember her name exactly, but I'm going to pick the girl from The Ring.
Oh.
I don't know. I want to look up her name. Ring girl name. Samara.
I would just-
Or no, it's not.
Samara.
Yeah, Samara. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna pick
Samara Morgan.
Samara from The Ring, because she is a guaranteed kill in 7 days.
Yes.
But she is a creepy ass girl too. Like she
Yes.
is
I
so fucking freaky looking and so like in such a simple way. Like you will get frightened by Samara.
Yes.
So and last but not least, Dadley, the final pick of the
Yes.
draft.
Yeah, my final pick, I also, like, I'm just trying to think of what will round this team out. And oddly enough, if I'm looking at the characteristics of everyone on my team, there is somebody who makes it pretty fucking well-rounded that I did not think was going to make the list until y'all kept jacking my shit.
Yeah.
And I'm going with Krampus.
Oh, Krampus. Oh
Krampus.
man. That's
I
a
feel like
pretty
him
good
and
pick.
Hellboy would be good buddies.
They
Him and
would
Predator
be.
would like understand each
definitely
other.
would
He's
be.
just disciplining kids. That's the Gremlins.
Deadly.
Like,
Dadley, have you seen the Hellboy and Mothman comics?
I have not. I
There
need to
is
check
a
that out.
fan that has made a fan-made comic where it's just Hellboy going through like all the American cryptids and meeting them, and then halfway
Oh,
through it, he
shit. I gotta
meets
check that out.
Mothman, and they start like hanging out.
Oh, I really have to check this out.
I don't
did
know
send
if
you
they're
guys-
actual like full comic books, but I've seen like all the
Yeah.
covers that they've made, and that's like kind of the story that goes through. I'm just like, please let this be real.
I did find an actual comic that is Predator versus Hellboy versus Alien.
God.
Oh my god. So here is a little
Oh, what was your honorary pick? Bud?
Well, here's something I'm thinking, and y'all can veto this if you want, but let's try it. Let's see if we can make it interesting. We all get to pick one monster that has to replace that you get to pick one monster that replaces somebody on another person's team.
Do we
like
get
to make the
choose?
team worse.
Whether you want to sabotage the team or whether you want to supplement someone else's team with something, it's up to you. But you pick one and they have to go somewhere on another person's team, replacing another monster. You don't have to do that. You don't have
Wait,
to. That's just
So
an idea.
I have to choose one
So
from
you
my
pick
list,
you pick
and then you guys
no,
have
you
to
pick a
it?
whole new monster, monster that's not already on your list, and it has to
Okay.
replace something on one of our two lists.
Ooh.
And that
Do we
determines
get to pick what we swap, or you
Yes.
like I give you the monster, you pick what? Oh, I don't know. Oh shit!
Because
I just want
it's
to be so mean
sabotage.
with this.
because it's
be
like a sabotage type thing. The scary Halloween twist. Woo!
Okay, how about we'll do it this way?
Yeah.
I do one for Dippy. Dippy, you do one for Dono,
And Dono does one for
me.
you. Yeah, that okay. So we at least have the order. Okay.
Yeah.
So, and we'll go in turn order again. Dono,
Okay.
you get to replace one of Dadley's team members with something else. Now, whether you want to make it a lame monster or a monster of equal caliber,
Does it have
just
to be okay? It has to be horror movie based, right?
it's a
can't be like
popular
a
culture
monster.
horror
Monster.
movie. Yeah, popular
Okay,
culture horror
um,
movie. Something. Yeah.
Oh, fuck. I hope I'm getting his name right. Schmeagol from freaking Lord of the Rings.
Smeagol from Lord of the
Schmeagol, Lord of the Rings.
Damn it.
Oh.
All right, who are you swapping? I'll send you my list if you don't have it.
I have it.
Oh my god.
God. Oh.
Replace one of
God.
Dadley's groups.
Fucking
Replace one of Dadley's
damn it.
groups because he has 3 groups of monsters.
I'll say
I
that
made
you
an
expect-
army.
I'll say that you asked for the Martians, but you got him.
God, Smeagol.
That was my kaiju's answer.
Oh no. So you don't have tripods anymore. You just have Smeagol.
I have a tiny 1-person tripod.
Yeah.
Does he have the ring? Do I at least get the ring?
Hey, I'll say you've been hit with the punishment. You can justify it however you want.
Oh, he has the ring then.
As long as he's also on fire. Because that's when he gets the ring.
Like
Because he's on
resurrected
fire.
Smeagol. Like he fell into the fire of Mount Doom with the ring, but he and the ring both survived. That's evil. All right.
All right.
I replaced one of Dono's.
Yes.
Okay, Dono. See, here's what I thought you were gonna say when you mentioned the seas, and when Dadley mentioned the seas. And it's not a bad pick, but it is very limited. Jaws. You get the shark
Okay.
from Jaws.
Okay. I'll
Replacing the
replace
sirens?
fly.
I'm not replacing the sirens.
I'll
No, you don't.
replace-
Yeah, you don't get to pick. I didn't get to pick what I
Oh,
lost.
wait.
You
Oh,
don't get
okay,
to
never
pick what
mind.
you. I get to pick what I replace.
Oh, wait. Yeah, that's right. Never mind.
You think I
My
would have
bad.
gotten rid of the Martians?
Yeah.
My bad. I forgot the rules of the game.
I am terrified of Godzilla being on this list. I'm replacing Godzilla with Jaws.
You know what?
Just a smaller
Sure, give
baby
me a-
boy.
Give me a megalodon. That's fine. That's what Jaws technically was.
Fuck! Oh man!
Now
All
I
right.
just own the seas because I have the sirens to be able to, like, control
I
them.
have a kraken.
Yeah, Dadley does still have a Kraken. All right, Dadley. You get to replace one of mine.
I'm looking this up. What's bigger, a megalodon or?
Do you
the
need a
Kraken?
copy of my list? Do you need?
I got it. I
You
got
have
it
my
written
list.
down.
Okay.
So
So
Dippy.
replacing Godzilla.
You took
with Jaws.
3 monsters of mine: Ghostface, Xenomorph, and Clover.
Oh no.
And you did snatch Frankenstein from me in a underhand draft. So I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do from this list. I think
There's
I'm
one.
going.
There's one thing that you could target here, and I would be fucked if I lost one of mine very specifically.
Is your Xenomorph the army of Xenomorphs or the Queen Xenomorph?
I specified the Xenomorph Queen, and then we started drafting
Okay.
armies. So
It's your call. It's your list.
I'm gonna say that it's still just the Xenomorph Queen because the
Okay.
Xenomorph Queen is badass.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. So your Xenomorph Queen
Mm-hmm.
is going to be replaced with
Oh
the
fuck.
Leprechaun from the Leprechaun movies.
Oh my god. I was about to give that to you, Dadley.
Oh man! God damn
I
it!
thought
But I was
about
like, no,
replacing
Schmeagol.
Ghostface to be nice. Of like, it's the same energy. Like,
No man! Ah.
So, Dadley, I just looked up. So the Kraken is 100 feet long,
okay,
and the Megalodon is 60. The Kraken is longer, but the Megalodon is heavier,
Oh.
and the Megalodon wins 52% of the time in the fight.
Wow.
in what fights? What?
In what fight?
In,
Megalodon
like,
versus
the scientific
Kraken?
fights, that Megalodon would win by a 2% margin.
Huh.
But I also have sirens.
I'm a fan of underdogs.
Okay.
All right. Well, fuck
So
me.
thank you, Dippy, for making my team.
The
so much
Xenomorph
better.
Queen was the one thing I didn't. I wanted to keep the Xenomorph Queen just because, like, for the flavor of the list, but I was honestly fucked if you got rid of World War Z zombies because I don't have any other
I know.
armies.
Yeah.
I don't have any other armies on there. But all right. All right. That was an interesting turn.
Yeah.
I can't believe I lost the fucking Xenomorph Queen. Dadley can't believe he lost the Martians. Dono can't believe he lost the fucking Godzilla.
Actually, I'm perfectly fine with losing Godzilla.
Yo, The Last of Us zombies would be a good zombie pick. You are absolutely right.
The Last of Us zombie.
Last of Us, yeah.
Well, the thing is, they're technically not even zombies. They're like fungus monsters.
They're an infection.
Yeah.
Like, I guess
They're a
zombification is
fungal
infection, but
they're a
it's
fungal zombie. Like they're terrifying.
It's like an infestation
Yes.
because fungi is like living. Like
I am a
death is-
fun guy that's living. Thanks
There
for
you go.
noticing.
So, in our Dapperween monster draft and sabotage round, we end up with my team of Dracula, Ghostface, Leprechaun, World War Z zombies, Frankenstein and his monster, Clover, and Samara from The Ring. I'm still happy with that list. Leprechaun is a killer, man. Leprechaun is.
He is.
He's a
good. There's a reason they
terrifying
made like
asshole.
12 movies about him.
Yeah, he's a terrifying asshole. Yeah.
I what I just want to stress. I did not want to show my hand right off the back. I want to stress Hellboy, whose job is monster killing. Whose job is monster killing.
Yeah.
Hellboy, the Predator, the Gremlins, Kraken, which apparently is kind of useless because Dono owns the seas. The Body Snatchers, Smeagol, and Krampus.
Smeagol.
Smeagol's just there, like, yeah, I'm a monster. He's just some dude that's like,
I want you to pick Ganondorf.
You know something, Dono? The Meg is a different movie from Jaws. I think
I know,
you only
but
ended
Jaws
up
is
with the
technically a
regular.
megalodon.
I mean, he is, but he's not like the Meg-sized megalodon.
Jaws is not a megalodon.
Jaws is a great white shark.
I haven't wanted to get into this.
Jaws is a great white shark.
fine. I just have Jaws.
Jaws is 25 feet.
He is huge still, but
He's
he's not
half the size
He's not
of a
megalodon.
megalodon.
Yeah, he's half the size of a megalodon. Yeah.
But that's still like it means that he's like a baby.
And you ended up on your list with Dono.
The Fly, Wendigos.
I forgot that was the first pick overall.
It's a good pick.
It's a good pick. Don't get me wrong. It's a good pick. Don't get me wrong. Just
pick.
outside of the context of this list, kind of a
But, like,
terrible pick.
I just want you to realize something that like the fly, like it's not just any like it's not just
It's
one fly.
the fly.
a
It's
fly.
it's
It's
yeah.
the fly that gets everybody
Yeah,
infected.
yeah.
It's the fly that ruins it for
Mhm.
everyone.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the fly that
Yeah.
fucks it all.
But yeah, the fly,
So I got the Fly,
Wendigo.
Wendigos, Jaws, Sirens, Mummies, Zombieland zombies, and Mothman.
I thought you said the mummy,
Fox.
like just the mummy lord from the mummy.
Like the Mummy, yeah.
Yeah,
that's
the
what I
mummy.
meant.
Yeah, okay.
Did I say Mummy? Or-
Yeah.
No, I meant
Mummies.
the Mummy. Like,
I don't know.
Oh, I thought you said mommy.
Mommy. Mommy,
She's scary.
sorry.
Leather belts and shit.
Your mom hit you with a leather belt? How? Wow.
okay.
All right.
yeah.
No, I was
I've got,
talking like dominatrix.
I think my
but-
team fucks. So yeah.
My team absolutely fucks.
All right, gents.
All right, we gotta
time to
wrap
start
this.
We
wrap
got to
this
wrap it up with some
baby
life advice. Let
Okay.
me at least read on the base elements of my costume here. Oops. So go ahead with your advice while I'm doing this.
Never be too afraid to say sorry. Like it is important to be apologetic, even if it's not like I don't know, like you should say you're sorry, whether it means that the relationship continues or not. Say you're sorry, because
Yeah,
you know,
you did your half.
yeah, do your half. Don't hold on to things longer than you need to, or that it needs to be. Not leave it. Not like forgive yourself, forgive them, not ask for forgiveness, and then if they don't give it, then that's on them.
Amen, brother.
Clean your sink, and I mean this sincerely. I'm having a lot of trouble, like getting motivated to clean my house. It's the best place to start. I don't care how many dishes are in it, how gross it is. Empty it out and just clean your sink. It is something that by the time you're done cleaning, it will shine and it'll make you feel good. Clean your sink.
And my advice is don't get lost in a slaughterhouse, or you won't end up with, or you'll end up with a stranger's bones.
Yeah.
So as always, until next time, which will be a what is next time? Next time is gonna be
Oh shit!
Kids on
the
Brooms.
Kids on Brooms.
Kids
And I
on
have to set
Brooms
that up.
for Kids on Brooms for the Fall Initiative,
Fall Initiative.
run by this lovely gentleman down here.
I'll do it tomorrow. I'm tired.
So, until next time, I've been Dippy.
I've been the Dadleys.
I'm almost always Dono.
And until next time, your adventure matters.
Stay dapper.
And roll your initiative. Bye-bye.
Bye. And happy Halloween.